but I'm your friend and I don't bite.
I know.
It's David!
I just get nervous talking.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine, I understand. I'm not judging. David's here. Hello! How you doing? What's going on? What have you been working on? How you doing? What?
Me?
Yeah.
Commissions. I'm doing a big ass comic, like over 40 pages.
You still working on what was it called?
Gamer and proud.
It, yeah, that one.
Yep.
That's a commission, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how far are you into it?
Uh, Let me check. Let me see. Right now, I'm working on page 44, and so far we've been uploading to WEBTOON. Let me see how many.
Zombie.
Let me see how many strips we have on WEBTOON. We have 49 strips on WEBTOON, and we have 174 subscribers.
How and how many did they you said it was 40, but you've done 40.
No, this is the strips, like the comic strips.
You know, how many of these pages are you gonna do?
Oh
Or how
yeah,
many strips are you gonna do?
this isn't a strip. It's a comic, like an entire book.
Yeah. So how many have you done?
I've done 43.
And how many do you have left?
That depends on the commissioner.
Oh, so he's just like paying you like indefinitely.
Yeah,
It's like whenever I have money, make another page.
basically.
Oh, okay.
He's the writer.
Oh,
Okay, let me see. Well, what did he want? He wanted a. Let me see. Okay, that's what he wants. He has to hear my ugly ass voice.
who?
Huh?
Ugly. Nobody's ugly.
Only ugly people are ugly.
Not even this pig is ugly.
Pigs are beautiful. Pig lives
They are.
matter.
Look how cute he is. You talking to him right now?
Hmm? Yeah, he's watching the stream.
Ah! How dare. Or are you also streaming? I beg to differ. That pig makes me uncomfortable. Myself riding True Luna in the morning.
That pig is majestic.
Yes, I made an alternative version where he was long, but I ended up not needing it. So,
You draw pigs so
I-
well.
oh no, I didn't draw him. He's a photo.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being a dick.
I did Photoshop his head into a different angle, like he was facing like to the side, and I
That
made him face forward.
that is some good editing then.
Yes, could you even tell? Ha ha ha. I mean, like I don't mind that he's kind of spooky looking.
My commissioner wants me to show you the damn, I keep saying that word. My writer keeps he wants me to show you one of my pages.
Yeah. I mean, you share them to the Discord sometimes.
Yep. I'll share this one right now. It'll be on Discord. It'll be in Party Palace.
I also like that the song playing right now is called All Men Are Pigs. So
My goodness.
let's see. There to shuffle.
What I'm working on right now is the anniversary not the I think so. The anniversary strip for Gamer and Proud is because it's been a whole year since I've been working with this guy.
Extended pork sandwich. Yeah, you've been working on this for a whole year now?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's been that long.
Um, that's so cool though. How do you get like an opportunity like that?
It's fun. Keeps me busy and sane.
Do you post the Adventure Sisters to pass?
Huh?
Do you post the Adventure Sisters to pass in Webtoon?
Not often anymore because I have like block. Does that make any sense?
But I mean, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. But like, uh, I've always thought that you were strangely elusive on social media. I was like, does he post to like Facebook or something? Why does he use Facebook of all things?
I use Facebook. I only post
Yeah, like,
sometimes, so.
would you say that's like your main social, like where you post things?
Honestly, no. Just Discord, Newgrounds, and I know I just said it, but occasionally Facebook.
Hmm. So
Occasionally
you're
Facebook.
more of a Newgrounds person then?
Yeah, I have a small
Because
following
like
there.
I don't know how much I would count Discord.
I have a small following on Newgrounds. At least I used to until something happened.
What happened?
Remember when I got hacked?
No, what happened?
I got hacked. Someone was spreading. I don't want to say the word. I don't want to say it on your stream, but they were sending very inappropriate things on my Newgrounds.
Oh God. I mean, is it not safe for work allowed on Newgrounds though?
It is, but no, it wasn't that. They were
But it wasn't being posted by you. It was
no,
being
no, no,
posted
no,
for someone else.
no. There was links, like links actually being commented on my image, my art. Even the safe for work
Oh.
art. Kind of like what happens when you get hacked on Discord. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, but somehow I was able to get all my stuff back, and I managed to fix everything.
Yeah, it's a smaller site, so I imagine like the staff are like are probably more likely to get back to you, huh?
Yep. We also have a small following on Reddit.
Um,
Although I rarely use the site, he manages it. Okay, let's
yeah.
see. What am I drawing? What am I drawing? What exactly is David drawing? Make a box because I can. Yeah, there's a box.
What's your favorite anime?
Mine?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I like slice of life anime, but I can't put my finger on one. Um, I can't pronounce it. It's called Sakuroso Pet something.
I don't think I'm familiar with that one.
It's about a girl who has like social anxiety and stuff, and she's an artist,
Mm-hmm.
and she makes friends with a bunch of misfits in her school dorm.
Sounds relatable.
And the main character has no unique quirks that make him fit in.
Uh-huh.
And in the end, I'm not gonna spoil the end, but let's just say it was a happy ending for everybody. It was one of the first ever animes to ever make my heart beat to a point where I had to go to the hospital.
Excuse me?
Yes, I have a sensitive heart.
You had to go to the hospital?
Yes, you can laugh it out.
No, I just like what happened? You're just watching an anime and your heart came out?
My heart was beating so fast I got a heart attack or something. I don't know what the doctor said, but my heart was. It got to the point where it was beating so fast. I guess something happened. I have no clue.
God, if that's not an endorsement for a show, this show is so fucking good it gave me a heart attack.
The doctors. I think my mom told me when it happened that the doctor said it was due to an adrenaline rush and stuff like that.
I
Like
mean, like, what was happening, like, in the show that, like, got you so excited that it literally gave you a heart attack?
okay, so I'm gonna. It requires me spoiling it for you. You sure?
That's fine.
So here's what happened. the one of the other characters, the side characters, talks to the school board to not cancel the club, and
Uh huh.
how they deliver that speech really moved me. And then everybody
That was
start, there was a happy ending for every character in the entire series, and all the characters that were done wrong were done right in the end.
yeah.
It made me happy, but I guess I got so happy my heart started beating really fast. And that is why I always watch myself when I watch certain animes. You should have seen me when I was watching
Like,
Toradora.
so you can't like ever watch a horror movie, huh? Or like go on a roller coaster if your heart's that sensitive, huh?
It sucks, but yeah.
Oh,
I can go on certain roller coasters, like small ones, like at Knott's Berry Farm.
yeah.
But
Like, like you can go on rides on like in like Disneyland, but you can't like go to Six Flags or something, right?
yeah, yeah, it sucks, and
All right.
my family hates it.
I'm
Cause
just like, sorry for having health problems, guys.
it sucks. It does. Oh goodness, I'm gonna burn hell for that one. Do you think? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm working on it, Truzer. I was rewatching Jujutsu Kaisen with my brother recently.
Oh yeah, I was
What do I
watching that with
think?
my brother too. My brother
What do
loves
I
that
think?
anime.
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who's viewing the stream, but there's a point to where you don't know. I can't even describe it without spoiling it. Never mind.
Yeah, I would say if it happens early on, you can say it. Or like if it's just like a fun fact about the character, you can say it. But I think if it's like a story event that happens in the middle or like especially later on, then don't say it.
I'm not. I'm not.
I'm gonna wonder what you were gonna ask me forever. I'll
Me?
never know.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you were gonna ask me something.
I was?
Yeah,
Oh crap! What was it?
I don't know. That's
Fuck!
what I'm saying.
I hate my horrible memory.
Chunk, stop! Chunk, no! Chunk, please! Okay, good. She fucked off.
Let me see if I can find that anime. The writer wants to know.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
okay.
we're almost halfway through 2024, Truzer. Like, we're almost there.
Okay, here's the English name: The Pet Girl of Sakuraso.
Huh. Nat literally never heard of it.
It's on Crunchyroll, and it's a romance anime, and it made my heart beat so fast I had to go to the hospital.
That's such a funny story.
I'm gonna say this: there's a love
Rating is the
triangle,
worst
but
part.
they somehow make it work in the end without turning it into a harem piece of shit.
Ah, yeah.
Uh,
No, yeah, I hate whenever they do that, where it's like, just fucking pick a girl, you asshole.
I'm so sorry, but I do not like harems. Uh, they get me mad.
Um,
Like Nisekoi, for
I
example.
feel like I feel like there's a way to make it work if there's equal chemistry between not just the main guy, but like I feel like if it was more of like a literal polycule, I feel like I would like it better, you know? Where like I feel like the girls are happy to be in this situation where like they're all just dating the same guy, you know?
I guess, but I mean that just sounds like a harem.
And that's what I'm saying is that like if the harem operated more like a polycule, because like a polycule is just like multiple people like in a relationship, you know.
Oh,
Um, but like the difference between a harem and a polycule is like with the harem, all the girls are dating the one guy, whereas a polycule, all the girls are also dating each other.
okay, that makes sense. There is one. Okay, oddly enough, there is one anime where I
Happy
do
birthday,
want to harem.
chooser, or happy early birthday
Oh, it's a birthday! Happy birthday!
in 13 days. My birthday's soon too. My birthday's on the 25th.
Oh, Everybody's birthday's coming up.
Yay.
Oops, he's messed up. My grandpa's birthday is this month, and I have a really kick-ass gift to give him.
Ooh.
He said he wanted a photo of all of his great-grandchildren. Although, sadly, one of them is a total bitch, and she won't involve the baby with our family.
Why not? What did the baby do?
It's not the baby; it's her. It's my cousin's girlfriend.
She just doesn't like his girlfriend. So, like, therefore, your children, like, because his fucking bitch ass girlfriend's baby isn't related to her family. That sucks. I hate people like that.
Here's
What did the baby do?
in a nutshell. She has issues with how to raise the baby. Apparently, she had a dark past that we don't know about. This is according to my aunt, who was devastated when it happened.
No, I mean, like, what does she have against the baby? Is what I meant, Truzer. She has a. I like how you phrase it like she has a dark past, like it's an anime. She had a hard time raising him? Like, what do you mean?
So here's what it's not the raising issue. It's how she wants the baby to be raised.
Uh-huh.
She's
That baby.
she's selfish. She's selfish.
Oh.
And one time, what happened? My cousin wanted to bring the baby to my grandparents' house, but the girlfriend didn't want that at all. And then they got into a huge fight, and then after that, it gets worse. What happened? My aunt was forbidden to ever see her grandchild.
What?
Yes, it sucks, and it really hurt our family like pretty bad. And we haven't heard of them ever since. No joke.
Wow.
I'm serious. We've never heard of them ever since. I don't even know what my cousin's baby looks like anymore. We have pictures, but it's been some time now, and we still haven't seen them.
Yeah. Man, that really cut ties with them, didn't it?
Yeah, my grandparents were mad. My family was mad. The only thing I really want to question is what my cousin was thinking through all this.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, this ain't the first time this happened to my family.
Really?
Yeah, it's happened to me and my brother and my sister-in-law.
Why is nobody good enough?
Beats me. No one I don't know. We just have terrible luck with babies.
Uh,
Okay, I'm gonna erase this. This looks like crap.
I thought for a second you were gonna say I'm gonna get racist. I was like, what?
What? No, no. Racist is a big no-no. Sadly, you know what sucks? My family is full of racists, but not
Are they all
toward.
Hispanic?
We're Hispanic, yes, but not towards black people. Surprisingly, I
I
want.
think Hispanic people, honestly,
Huh?
are pretty fucking racist.
Huh?
No, I was about to say, I think it's kind of normal for a Hispanic family to be fucking racist.
You're Hispanic too, right?
Yes,
Huh, I always thought you were white.
I'm half white.
Oh, I'm also half white. I'm part Italian.
Really?
Yep, part Italian. From my dad's side.
I don't remember the main, what we mainly are on the white side of the family. I can't remember what it was. It was like Scottish or something.
Oh, my best friend is Scottish.
Like Scottish and German, was it? But then we're not actually German. Like that was something my mom was talking about, is that my family thought for the longest time that we were German, and then we've done a DNA test and we're not even slightly German.
Oh goodness. Damn, I cannot believe I'm struggling with this.
What you drawing?
It's just a sketch or a rough sketch or whatever. I don't even know what to call this, to be honest. My rough sketches
Like
don't even
what?
look like rough sketches.
No, I mean like what are you drawing?
Okay, so the scene is the main character holding the other main character by the arms, but then the antagonist picks the other guy up and threatens and like berates him for almost hurting her sister. That's the
Oh,
scene. That's the scene.
are you also streaming right now?
Yeah, I'm also streaming.
Oh, hang on, let me link your stream.
Huh?
Let me link your stream.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is.
No, I already got it. I already got it.
Oh, okay. I just realized I'm in a TV. I wasn't paying attention.
You are in a TV.
And I also just got to look at your drawing. That's some sick line work.
Thank you.
Your line work and WEBTOON's line work are really great. I envy that.
Trapped in TV and you shan't escape. Yes, yes.
I'm stuck in a
It's
TV.
that G pen, man. G pen with the stability all the way up.
I have mine at 30, but only because I'm doing sketches or rough sketches or whatever this is.
Mine's on 0 when I'm sketching. Sometimes I'll bump it up to like 50 if I'm having a hard time. Like if it's coming out shaky. And then I have it on 100 when I'm doing line art. Because I hate that thing when you draw a line and it looks bad, and so you erase it, and then you draw it again and it looks bad, and you erase it, and it looks bad, and, you know? I hate that.
I can relate to a whole personal level. Okay, I got to tell you a horrible story that happened to me the other day. When art related,
What
art related.
happened?
Okay, I was
Oh,
drawing,
okay, I was
right?
about to say, like, more terrible things happening to David all the time.
It happens. It happens. I get seizures now. Anyways, what happened?
What?
What?
You get seizures now?
I have been getting seizures. I thought I told you.
Oh my god, I think you have. I think I forgot.
They're ocular seizures. My eyes act up and I can't control them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting like full blown seizures. Not that that's much better, but I thought you were getting like full blown seizures for a second.
My brother gets those, actually.
Your family like DNA sucks.
I honestly don't know what to say. It was scary too, because when my nephew was born, my brother was scared. He was scared because he was like, oh shit, what if the baby has a seizure like me? Because when my brother was born, he had a seizure when he got like straight out of the womb.
Oh God!
And the
A
doctors were
newborn having a seizure?
the doctors were confused. They thought my brother was what's the word? Okay, I don't know what the word is, but he was unresponsive.
Uh-huh.
And what happened? Apparently, the doctors deduced it was a seizure. So they had to keep my brother in the hospital for a whole month. No joke. I was only 1 year old at the time. No, I was 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was 2 years old at the time, and I had no clue what was going on. And my mom was having crazy anxiety attacks to the point to where it almost ruined the relationship between her and my dad.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
But I wouldn't blame her. I mean, that's your son. You don't. I mean, you.
No,
Of
no,
course,
yeah. Unfortunately, that makes a lot of sense. I understand.
but still, I mean, thank goodness my brother came out healthy.
Yeah.
I am the oldest sibling, by the way.
Yeah.
It
Anyway,
sucks.
what was the bad thing that happened to you, like art-wise, recently?
Oh, I got sidetracked. Okay, so I was doing a drawing. I was getting everything done, and you will not believe this. I drew on the wrong layer.
God damn it.
It's every artist's worst
Um,
enemy.
Do you have Photoshop?
I do, but I don't use it often.
Okay, so here's what you do. I'm assuming that you like merge the line art onto like a sketch layer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you sketch what color do you sketch in? Do you sketch in like gray?
Uh, I sketch in black, and then I use an overlay
Okay.
effect to turn it into a different color if I want to color it in a specific way.
Oh, so wait. Oh yeah, I forgot you don't do sketches, do you? You just go straight to line art. You're just like you use your sketches as line art.
Yeah, I picked up some tricks to cope with that. But when I need to, I do sketch occasionally.
So what layer did you merge? Like, I mean, like what happened when you were in the wrong layer? Because like for me, like right now, you can see that my sketch and my liner are two different things.
Yeah, I see. Uh,
So what do you do? What did you merge?
I accidentally drew on the sketch layer doing the line work,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
And they were both black?
Yes, and that was my biggest mistake.
Oh, because I was about to say, if you use Photoshop, if you go into the channels menu, you can remove colors. So like if you sketched in red and you go to the red channel and remove it, it'll go away.
Oh, interesting. I don't really use Photoshop often. It's not my go-to program.
No, I used to use it more frequently before, but I use Clip Studio for everything nowadays.
Same.
It's just one way to fix that. I've found that there's like a couple things you could like. You're not completely screwed if you do that. I think the reason you kind of screwed, I think you in particular were screwed because your sketch and your line art were both black.
Yeah.
Um, But another thing you can do is like if you accidentally like draw on like the paper, like you can go to like luminosity to opacity and turn the white into black and blah 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 blah. I also because I hate doing that so much, I have
Mm-hmm.
like this visceral hatred of drawing on the wrong layer. I lock my layers like anytime I'm not actively working on a layer, I'll lock it.
Oh. Sorry if I'm
You're
not
on Clip
talking
Studio
a
too,
lot.
right?
Huh?
I mean, you're drawing. It's fine. You're drawing. It's fine.
Yes, I do have Clip Studio. Also, my boss wants
Yeah.
to know, do you do comics too?
Uh, I do. I haven't drawn any comics in a long time.
Ah.
Uh,
Well, now he
but
knows.
I do. It's something that I've been meaning to get back into. I have a fucking like web comic that I've been meaning to get around to. I'm just like I'm an artist. I'm not a writer, and so I'm having a lot
I
of difficulty with the writing part
I
of
I
it.
I can relate so much on a personal level. I am horrible at writing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my
So like I think that's the only thing preventing me from having anything up on like WEBTOON right now is like I would have drawn it a long time ago if it was just a matter of drawing it.
I finished a 32-page comic series that I want to print out and turn into a booklet, but again, the writing sucks.
I saw that booklet you gave Noe. I was at his house the other day and I saw that he had it there on his table.
Oh, yeah, I gave him 2 copies.
Yeah.
The
What do you
writing
mean
is
your
so
computer's blue
cheesy.
screening?
Uh-oh, a blue screen computer? I haven't had that issue in ages. Is everything okay? Uh-oh. Did I lose connection?
I named my grandpa laptop Bessie, and the old girl is dying. Oh no.
Oh goodness.
I was just waiting for him to say something. Hi, Fuyuki.
Fuyuki.
Fuyuki always says Yosha every time they enter chat. I think it's a Dragon Ball reference, but I don't get it.
I'm not a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry.
Are you not a Dragon Ball person?
No, but oddly enough, he that anime influenced my art style and my OC development.
Really? How did that happen if you're not a fan of it?
It was the character design that I fell in love with,
Oh,
specifically Goku's hair.
yeah.
I made it. Okay, you can go ahead and laugh, but when I made my very first OC back in elementary school, um, it was a combination of Spider-Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, the main protagonist in the game, The Suffering, Dragon Ball Z, and lastly, Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, and an eagle that I rescued from some weird snake thing, but that's about it.
I promise you my first OCs are more embarrassing. Do you want me to tell you?
Shoot,
So
I'm not gonna
my
judge.
disclaimer is that I was literally 6. All right.
It's okay. Keep
Uh,
going.
they were two sisters. They were rainbow ballerinas
Uh huh.
who would dance across the sky to make rainbows. Their names were Redla and Bluela.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's adorable.
I know, it's so baby. It's so baby. Like, of course you were 6 when you made that.
I made embarrassing things.
Uh-huh.
I,
Oh no.
oh goodness. Okay, I made a lot of fan art of Sonic the Hedgehog to the point where it's gotten cringy.
I wouldn't say that's particularly cringy.
I know, but it got worse because I started making my own fan fiction.
Okay, Truzer, there were more rainbow girls. It's just that Redla and Bluela were the main characters. There was also Greenla and Orangela and fucking whatever color plus La.
Purplela.
Yes, there was a Purplela. I still remember their designs. I could draw them.
Yellowa. I remember my OC's designs too. They were my very first
Hmm.
OC's and they'll always have a place in my heart.
Here, let me scribble them real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the stream then. Give me a second.
Alright.
Just do a crappy
No, no, no.
scribble.
I'm gonna draw them the way that I drew them at the time. So, oh god, maybe I should turn the stabilizer. Like, alright. And she wore red. It was like her red t-shirt. She's like, "Hello, I'm Red. I'm Bluela."
Oh, the fingers.
And then, she's like, "Hello, wait, no, hello, I'm her sister Redla." And guess what color she wears? Of course, she wears fucking blue.
Blue's my favorite color. I'm sorry.
It's a good color. I will not argue with blue enjoyers.
I have a story of why I like the color blue.
What's your
And
blue story?
it's
Hi,
just something.
Julius.
It's just something simple. I just grew up playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
He was
I'm
my.
gonna draw Greenla because she had a particularly ugly hairstyle. Hang on.
I gotta see Greenland.
Yeah, hang on. Wait. Oof, hang on. Wait, that's actually we'll stick with the blinding green. So Blula's pigtail stuck straight up, and her hair was like it was like a plus sign. I don't know why. I don't know why that was my idea.
Oh, it's unique at
Here,
least.
I guess. And she was sisters with Pinkla, so she wore pink. Wait. Here's Greenla. With her ugly plus sign hair. Top tier character design, I know, right? Hey, at least she and her sister were complementary colors. That's the only thing I'll give 6-year-old me, is I managed to make them nice color combinations. I think the only characters that got, like, stuck with an ugly color combination was Purplela and Brownla.
Brownla.
I
That's
guess
part
they
of the
were...
rainbow?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
don't know
mean, I
brown was in the
guess
rainbow.
I don't. Brown is not in the rainbow. I think I just was like running out of colors to combine because like they all needed sisters. Purple needed some sort of sister, and the only crayon I had left was brown.
Goodness.
Hi, James. I was inspired on Sonic and Tails at first, then I changed to be more, I don't know,
I don't
a bit
know.
myself.
Bit myself.
I
Oh,
changed
I'm
it
reading
once
that
again to
too.
be more like me, kind of. A lot of kids went through a Sonic phase, honestly.
I love Sonic the
Sonic's
Hedgehog.
cool.
He was my very first video game of all time. If it weren't for that blue guy, I would never be the same Dave you know today.
Sonic's fucking cool.
So, okay, be honest. Do you like the Mario movie more or the Sonic movies more? I'm not going to judge.
Do I like do I like the Mario? I haven't seen the Sonic movies. I've only seen the Mario movie. So I
Oh,
actually don't know which one is better.
oh, well, you're missing out. Sonic movies are great. Although people say the Mario movie's better, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me being biased, but I think the Sonic movies are better, and there's a reason why. When you watch a movie, you want to watch a movie, not be reminded of a video game.
Um,
That's my
I haven't
own,
seen it, like I said, but
that's
the
my only
trailer
counter
reminds
argument.
me of like Alvin and the Chipmunks, and that's kind of what I'm afraid of if I were to sit down and watch it.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, speaking of chipmunks, you know who Chip and Dale are?
Yeah?
Disney, I think it was Disney. They made a movie with ugly Sonic in it. You know, the ugly original
Oh
design
yeah,
of
I
Sonic the
remember
Hedgehog.
that.
Yeah, I when I first saw that scene, I thought it was like a fan made thing, but then I dug deeper and I just found out, holy shit, that's a real thing.
Bye, Chooser. Oh man, I've been meaning to watch the Mario movie. Heard good stuff about them. There's multiple of them? I thought we were just talking about the recent Illumination one.
There's more Mario movies?
Yeah.
I thought there was only one. There was someone that was made back in the old days before I was born, but I heard that one sucked.
Go eat, Chooser. Bye, zombie.
I'm not used to sketching at all.
Have you been out of commission lately?
Huh?
Have you been out of commission lately? Have you been sick?
Huh? Kinda, yeah, but you know, I have to fight through it in order to get all this done.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a huge workload. Plus, it keeps me busy because I'm not gonna lie, I get, ironically, I get anxious when I'm not working.
No, I do that too. It's because like you're like, oh, I'm not being productive, you know?
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where I lost interest in video games. I mean, I
Ooh,
still,
fuck.
I still play video games, but I'm not as hooked on it anymore. Back then, it was my escape because I was bullied a lot.
Mm.
But you know, now that I'm grown up, and you know, bullies go to the slammer if they try to hit you or anything. But you know, now that I'm grown up, I don't really need gaming anymore. It's just a bonus to going to bed, to me.
Yeah, yeah, true.
But that's just my opinion. If you like gaming, you like gaming. I'm not gonna judge. It's just something you like doing.
I need to stop. Ban me if I come back before I've eaten. Yeah, I fucking will, Chooser. Like, go. Go eat. At the very least, if you can bring your food back to your tablet or something, then you should, you know?
Hey, look,
Yep.
the writer of my series is complimenting your art style.
What's his name?
I can't
What's his
say.
name?
I cannot say his name. He wants to keep that a secret.
What's his username?
Oh, he's not. I don't even know if he has a YouTube channel actually. He's watching the stream, but I don't
Just
think he.
does he have a name that he is comfortable with being called? Because I
Oh,
feel like that would be less awkward for you to say.
yeah, he has. JC Alamont, but you can
All
call
right,
him
we'll just call
Alamont
him
or
JC then.
JC. Yeah, JC says your art style looks like a has been hotel.
Uh, I'll just take that as a compliment. I'm not a fan of Hazbin Hotel, but thank you.
Okay, confession. I've never even seen that show. I don't even know what it's about.
Um,
I am sorry to everybody
so
that heard me say that. I never saw the
yeah,
show.
I know there's a bunch of like has-been fans in chat. I've talked about this a few times on stream, but like I used to be a fan of Vivzy Pop's like webcomic,
Oh, I love
and the
Busy Pop
first
stuff.
time Vivzy Pop is the person who made the Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. But the first time there was like drama around her, like in like 2016, 2017, I unfollowed her. Not because I believed the stuff that was going around about her,
Uh huh.
but because I didn't like her nasty attitude.
Oh,
I was just like, this person's awful. I don't want to engage with her work.
what happened? If you don't mind me
And
asking.
then what?
What happened? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh no, it's just it was just I didn't like the way that she approached it. I don't like the way that like I keep hearing these like stories about how she like would like a screw over old friends, you know.
Oh,
Uh
just be a bad person
there's
in
this one.
general.
Yeah, I don't think she's necessarily a bad person. I just think she's an asshole and I don't want to support her work. So it kind of sucks the way that like my work keeps getting compared to hers, that like my art style looks like hers, and it's like, ah,
I mean,
loyalty is precious nowadays.
I think he didn't mean any harm when he said your style looks like Has Been Hotel.
No, no one does. Like it's always a compliment. And honestly, like I feel like a lot of I think especially I think Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss look way more like my art than Vivzy Pop's like personal art style.
Uh huh.
I think because a lot of the artists that work for her have more of an anime influence to their work. That's what tilts it more towards my art style, which is I
Yeah.
think is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I see what you're going at. Yeah. You see.
Yeah. But no, it's not an insult. I just kind of like I wish Vivzy wasn't a thing in general. I wish she was just like some random internet artist that I could forget about. So it kind of makes me upset that she's gotten so big.
I mean, it's at least she's living the dream. That's what all of us artists strive for.
Yeah, that is true. Another thing,
Shoot.
I've been wanting to talk about this, but I wasn't sure because like I don't want to upset anybody
Uh,
who is like a big fan of Has Been and stuff.
I'm not a fan because
But
I haven't
I
seen it.
learned a
Uh,
yeah, but I learned a lot of bad habits in my art because of like the time I was a fan of Vivzy.
uh huh.
Like it really like stagnated my growth for a few years. Some of the stuff that I learned from her.
Oh.
And it was like something that I've been wanting to talk about. I thought maybe we would make like a fun YouTube video, but also Hasbin fans are hostile as fuck. So I wasn't sure that was a good idea.
Well, I mean, if you make fun of any fan base, they're gonna get hostile.
Uh-huh.
Especially. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but there is a specific fan base that I did not mean to insult, but it was by accident.
If it's just a fan base, you can go ahead and say it.
Well, okay, I'll tell you right now. It has something to do with Hooters Elsa.
Oh my god, not Hooters Elsa again.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm doing my best to make Elsa working at Hooters be a meme. It's not gonna
I don't know
happen,
if
but I
you
could try.
real quick, David. I just want you to know. Um,
Yeah.
in the Party Palace in the artist chatter where I link the stream, I also have a link to my Twitch, right?
Uh huh.
Would you be so kind as to go to my Twitch and like scroll, like the chat section where it says like the rules and stuff?
Uh huh. Yeah. Hold on. Give me a
Can you
second.
scroll down to the Who's on TV section?
What am I looking at?
On Twitch,
Twitch. Twitch.
in
Hold
the
on.
where the center where there's like the little rules and stuff?
I'm trying to look for your Twitch link.
Yeah, the Twitch link should be in pink chatter in the Party Palace.
Looking for it. I have bad eyes. Okay, I see it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna click on the link.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, well, what next?
You see
Okay. Well, what next?
the area with a bunch of TVs on
Yeah.
like the text. So scroll down to the Who's on TV section and read the names.
Who's on TV? Oh, there's me. His
Yeah,
opinion
read what I wrote about you.
has opinions about Elsa Frozen.
And I
Okay.
think it's funny that that text was already there. It's been there for months.
Goodness
And
Christ.
the next time I get you on stream, you bring her up.
Oh goodness.
Anyway, you were saying you were trying your best.
I'm trying my best to make Elsa work at Hooters like a meme. It's not gonna happen, but I could try. Yes, I
Sorry, man.
for those for
I didn't mean to make you feel attacked.
it's okay. Don't worry about it. For those who don't know, I draw occasionally Elsa working at Hooters. You know, she's wearing the tights. So no, okay, here's the story. I'm getting sidetracked. When I offended that fan base, I posted on Facebook in a group. Like, you know how there's groups on Facebook and groups on Discord, stuff like that?
Yeah.
I posted in a group, like a nerd group, like, you know, full of nerds.
What's David's social media for following? Yeah, can I put one of your links in chat?
Yeah, sure.
Can you give me a link that you want them to follow?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me look for it. Turn up.
Do you want them to follow like your Newgrounds, or they want you to follow you like on Webtoon or something?
WEBTOON. Well, yeah, WEBTOON.
All right, can you send me your Webtoon, please?
Yeah. Fair warning, I'm
Oh,
not the
your story?
writer, so it's not under my name. I'm not the writer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Could I have both? Can I have both your Webtoon and your Newgrounds?
yeah. You know, I'll send it to you right now. Just give me a second. Here's
Thank you,
here's
thank
the
you.
WEBTOON. And the Newgrounds. Okay, so the Newgrounds is Newgrounds, so expect some inappropriate content in general. Especially if you already
Yep.
made an account.
Yeah.
Ah,
Fair warning. Fair warning.
you know what really makes me mad?
Don't check out if you're under 18.
Yeah, don't check out if you're under 18. What makes me mad, DeviantArt is full of AI generation.
I know it's so bad.
It sucks. I am sorry, but I do not like AI generated stuff. I mean, I
No,
do.
I agree.
The,
I want
the,
your spiel. I actually, this is talking about things that I want to make videos about. This is something I will make a video about. I just want to talk about AI for a minute. Give me your take. I want your hot take, your TED talk. What are your opinions about AI art?
me?
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that it's hard to code to get exactly what you want, but you know, it's not the same as picking up a pencil or a digital stylus and spending hours on end, you know, just grinding and making your own character. It's like an experience. It's like, in my opinion, it's like learning how to walk. It's something you should be proud of, and something that you'll get better at as you get older. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
And the thing, okay,
Summary, your opinion is pick up the fucking pencil.
another reason why I don't like AI is because I'm not gonna lie, I fear the day it really replaces all animation ever.
So, here's my opinion. Here's what I was planning to say in my video.
Shoot.
Um, I think any work that is something that they would replace with the machine isn't work that you're going to want to be
Wait,
isn't work that you would want to do in the first place.
wait, repeat
Like,
that.
do you really want to crunch on the Emoji Movie too?
Repeat
You
that.
know?
I didn't hear you very well.
Any work that can be replaced by a robot, I don't think is necessarily work that you want to be doing. Like, I feel like,
Oh.
for example, the Emoji Movie 2 is a movie that would be made by AI. You know? Is that
Yeah.
really a movie that you want to be underpaid to make?
No.
That's what I mean, is I think those are the jobs that are going to go away because of AI. I think corporate greed is corporate greed.
Have you? Okay, I don't know if you remember, but
Um,
a while. Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
No, I was about to say, like, I feel like it is going to replace jobs, but I think the jobs that it's going to replace are, like, things that are already being strangled creativity wise anyway. Like people were talking about how Wish felt like it was made by AI. It wasn't,
Oh
but
yeah.
like the corporate side of it was strangled so hard that like it just ended up being a corporate fucking product that all of like the artistry was like strangled out of it, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. Like, okay, so
That's
what I
that's my opinion.
I fear, I fear the day it replaces hand drawn animation in general. I mean, I understand if it's
I
like
think there's
3D
always
art.
going to be a demand for it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I hate to say, it, but it's gonna happen. I'm not looking forward to that day. I gotta tell you a story. Um,
Mm.
okay, I think I could be wrong, but I think Disney's last hand drawn animated film was Princess and the Frog, or
That
was it?
was the main last like main theatrical one. Technically, it was a Winnie the Pooh movie, but
Well,
that was the last like big like princess movie was Princess and the Frog. You're right.
yeah, I was in junior year of high school, and I was so depressed. I was being neglected because of my reputation around school. What happened? I heard when that Disney will stop making hand drawn animated films, and I was super depressed because that was what I wanted to grow up to be someday.
Yeah,
And when that happened, it really hit me hard, and I just didn't want to deal with anybody. And
yeah.
it got to the point where, so here's where it gets sad. My doctor was praising that movie, and I really got so mad. I just lost control. I'm not even gonna joke. What happened? My phone rang out of nowhere. I got so furious. I wasn't thinking straight. I grabbed my phone and slammed it on the ground and said the words "fuck Frozen" and shut up.
I mean, I don't like Frozen either. But you know, it wasn't Frozen. It was I think it was Tangled. That was like one of the first like 3D ones.
I think Frozen is what started it off though, because I'm not sure if you remember, but I think there was an interview saying that Elsa's hair was the most detailed out of all the princesses.
No, it was
Or was
Rapunzel.
oh really?
Yeah, no, you're confusing Tangled with because like
Oh,
yeah, her hair was difficult for them to do because it was braided, but it was because of Tangled all the technology that they had developed because it was like their first like 3D thing.
I thought Brave was. You remember Brave, right?
No, that's Pixar. Brave is Pixar.
Wait, I thought Brave was Disney. Cause it was she's
Pixar is owned by Disney.
oh,
Yeah.
and Tangled was Disney themselves, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay, I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it's fine. I don't like Frozen either. I actually think it's a bad movie.
I don't like Frozen. I feel like the twist was too forced.
I
You know what I'm talking about, right? Should I say it?
think
Or
that's funny given that the Elsa meme that you try. You draw her pretty often.
there's a okay. I already told you the story. I'm gonna tell everyone else the story. The reason why I draw Elsa working at Hooters is because I saw a art drawing on by Gashi Gashi or Gashi Gashi on DeviantArt years ago, and
Mhm.
it was three girls at Hooters, and they're in their uniform, and I thought one of them looked like
Uh,
Elsa, and I just fell in love with that design, and I was like, holy shit, that looks pretty cool. So I did fan art of it, and I got praised a lot, and I was like, okay, fuck, it, I'm gonna make this a thing, and that's the story of why I draw Elsa working at Hooters.
uh-huh. I heard something about AI streaming service where people can create their own shows and movies.
Oh no,
I haven't heard of that, Julius. What are you talking about?
I haven't heard of that either. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta turn on the light.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. By the way, like I told you, like I don't bite. We're having fun, right? Like you're not. You've chilled out now that we've been talking for a minute, right?
Yeah, I just get anxiety
Yeah.
talking in general.
No, I understand.
I
One thing I'll
am
say about my job, it won't get boring. What happened?
I was never
One piss in the fountain.
a social kid growing up. I was always a loner. It was a miracle I was even able to
Yeah.
make friends.
How did we become friends? I know we had like the same class together, like the same art class.
I think you were talking to Elizabeth. Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
I heard you two mentioning something about rabbits, and I think I drew a rabbit and gave it to you two.
Oh.
I could be wrong. It's been so long. I don't even remember very well. I have bad memory. I once forgot my sister's
My
name.
work was look where he was going.
It's embarrassing because
Got your own sister's name?
yeah. Well, I won't say forget. More like I just keep saying the wrong name. I would call my sister Brianna Jessie and my sister Jessie Brianna.
Oh.
By the way,
I mean, that's
we're
not that big a deal.
by the way, everybody, me and Jessie are not related by blood. I'm talking about my sister Jessie. They just have the same name, but spelled differently. My sister has an
Yeah,
E at the end
she
of her
spells
name.
it the wrong way.
The wrong way.
Yes.
If one can be right, can one be left?
No. Never.
I gotta make that into a comic. I gotta write that down. That's like a stoner moment right there.
You did just have a weird little stoner moment. I was aware of it by 3C Films covering it. I can link the video in Discord if you're interested. Sure, yeah. And the Studio Killers need to make another fucking album already. Like,
What's your favorite Disney movie?
yeah. My favorite Disney movie.
Even the remakes and the live actions count. I will not judge the. I will not judge. If you like a movie, you like a movie.
Let's see.
Mine would have to be Princess and the Frog. I just love that movie.
I think as a kid, I was a big fan of Little Mermaid.
That's a good one.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland. I know that movie doesn't make sense, but like it's just one of my like hyperfixations, I guess.
Didn't they make a game out of that, but made it twisted? Madness Returns. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you were. I think you were playing it at some point, and I remember joining not joining, but like seeing you play it.
Yeah. I played it on stream once, and I've played a couple times. Here she is, Chooser. Here's what this character normally looks like with their mask on.
Say it again.
Her name is Malice.
Oh, Malice.
Chooser was asking about the character that I was drawing.
Oh.
It was like, does your character wear a mask too? And like, yeah, she does. Here she is. She was a Disney girl. He was a DreamWorks boy. Me and Noe.
That's so adorable. It makes me cry.
Oh.
Just kidding. I don't cry. I never cry. I only sweat through my eyes.
Gross.
Okay, I think I got that from somewhere, but I just don't remember where. Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah, I feel like it's a reference to something.
I think it's Phineas and Ferb.
Men don't cry, they
They
get allergies. What about that one, like, from, what was it? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, where he starts crying and he's like, get back in there!
Oh, that was hilarious.
Like, sucks it back in.
That was a good movie, I'm sorry.
I've only seen that joke from... Why would you be sorry?
Everybody hates it. At least everybody I know hates it.
Well, everyone you know is wrong, because that movie's great.
Everybody I know is an asshole. Except for you and Noe and Sophie and all your friends. They're all not assholes. They're beautiful people.
My friends are nice, but everyone you know IRL is jerk.
Okay, I gotta tell you a story. One time, I was, this was an acquaintance of mine, back in elementary school. He thought it was cool to kick me in the nuts and say, bro, you just got pranked. And I said, that's not a fucking prank. That's being a dick. You don't punch someone in the nuts and say that's a prank. That's not a prank.
I'm sorry for laughing. It's just that's such a ridiculous story.
It hurt. It hurt.
Jesus Why? Did you like tell a teacher?
No, I was on the ground, and when a proctor came by to see what was going on, they didn't believe me because apparently he's a star student.
What?
I was a star student too, so I'm confused. I'm like, okay, why are you not gonna listen to me, but you listen
I
to him?
fucking hate teachers, man.
No, it
This is why
wasn't.
I got into fights in elementary school. Is because like the teachers wouldn't fucking do anything.
I got into a lot of fights growing up, and most of them were pretty bloody.
Ugh, yeah, I've never been in a bloody one.
I got.
I've always just been in like girl fights where it's like a lot of pulling hair.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
It's fine.
Like, okay, the very first fight I ever got into was self-defense. He and his
Yeah.
friends were ganging up on me and forcing me to eat dirt. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
and I got mad to the point where I kicked him in the nuts and punched him right in the face. But it gets worse.
Yes,
You
as you
thought
should.
you think it would stop there, right? No, it didn't. He and his friends jumped me,
Oh God.
and I had to go to urgent care because it was pretty bad. I had a broken nose and everything.
Oh God.
And
I hope you didn't suffer anything permanent from that, did you?
luckily I didn't, but the school board didn't have any of that. But it gets worse. This story does not get any better at all. It
Oh
just gets
no.
worse. It goes all the way downhill from here. And I'll tell you why. The sucky thing is, those bullies were my neighbors. So we had
Oh
to
my
take the
God.
same bus. Every time I was outside, they were outside. And growing up, I refused to go outside because I was scared that I would get, bullied by them.
Oh yeah. I remember my dad telling me that he had like a story to that where like one time like these like bullies like jumped him in his own yard.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah, but like I think that's like what you narrowly avoided.
It gets worse, believe it or not. Um, their mom got furious when they found out that I got them in trouble at school. They were playing the
Uh-huh.
good. They were playing the good boy, right? And
Yeah.
the mom got furious. She went up to me when I got off the bus, and she threatened to shoot me and my quote beaner ass family with her shotgun.
Oh my God.
I'm serious, no joke.
Fucking
I
desert people, man.
They were. I don't want to. I really don't want to keep going into this. Maybe I should just stop because this is getting way too
I mean,
offensive. This is getting way too dark. I'm sorry, guys.
you're fine, David. Like this is just your life, you know. I heard someone say recently that it kind of sucks when you're someone who's lived like a rough life because you'll literally just be telling a story about your life and then you realize that like the story's kind of a lot and it's unfortunate because it's just part of your life. You're literally just talking about your past, you know.
Yeah, I mean it sucks, but like I said, there's nothing I can do about it now. It's in the past.
Yeah.
On the I don't.
I'm saying like don't like feel bad that you just happen to be someone who's had it rough, you know.
Yeah,
Like it's nothing to be ashamed of.
it all changed the instant I entered high school. That's the only good thing. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it was also a bad thing. You want to know what happened?
What happened?
You don't have to believe me when I tell you this. I beat up the school bully and won. Although,
Really?
yeah, but here's where the bad part comes in. Because of
Oh
that,
God, why does your story always get worse?
people thought I was the new bully, so they stayed away from me. I don't understand that
What
logic,
fucking
to be honest.
cartoon bullshit is happening at that school?
I don't even know. Everybody was an idiot.
Yeah, whoa.
Uh, yeah, it sucks. But on the bright
I'm
side,
sorry, man.
I still managed to make friends. I still managed to make friends.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I don't talk about them often, but they're my three best friends. My first ever three best friends: Christian, Miguel, and Jeremy.
Yeah, are you still friends with them?
Yes, I'm still in contact with them via Discord. Two of them live
Nice.
far away, so I can't come over and visit.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them is close by, and I can hang out with him anytime I want.
Great.
Yeah, they're all cool people, and they're geeks just like me.
Nerds unite. Just saying how short her arm is.
Did you use Crunchyroll?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
Um, I get my anime off of the high seas, if
The
you know
high
what I
seas?
mean.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean. I'm not gonna judge.
You better not.
I will judge because I am a judger. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know. I don't even know what I just said.
I don't know. See. How's everyone doing? I know it got heavy there for a moment.
I am very sorry.
You're doing the best that you can, though, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
it
you're
had a
not getting bullied anymore now that you're a grown man.
yeah, and I bulked up a bit. I'm not buff or anything like I used to be, but you know, I'm fit. I'm fit.
Uh-huh. Are you able to like go to the gym and work out the way you want to?
No, I used to do it all by home. I made my own equipment.
Oh. Because like to bulk up, don't you need like protein and stuff?
Huh? No, no, I just went on a diet.
No, but I mean like you've been wanting to bulk up, right?
At the time, yes. I drank nothing but
No,
milk.
I remember you saying something like that that you didn't want to be so thin.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I was okay. So a while back, not I don't remember when actually. I wanted to bulk up. You know, I didn't want to be skinny because I was concerningly skinny, like really like scary skinny, if that makes any sense. And the doctor said I was very underweight and I need to gain weight. However, I have a really
Uh-huh.
good metabolism,
Got
so
a steam engine metabolism.
even if I wanted to, you know, I could eat as much as I want and not get any fat at all.
Yeah.
So my
Some
next
people have
option,
all the luck.
so my other option was trying to bulk up, and I was gonna buy protein shakes and stuff like that, but that was expensive, and at the time we couldn't afford it. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and like, how do I explain this? Um, I had to make my own stuff, like you know, I had to make my own meals and cook them this way and that way. Not sure. What was that YouTube channel? I'm gonna look it up actually.
Like gotta eat
Uh,
like 5 dozen eggs to
Something
make
like
up for the
that.
lack of protein powder.
I can't remember the YouTube channel I used to follow. There was a bunch of buff guys, and it would show their routine and how they would get that body. They made a video that I used to follow every day for breakfast. About someone called Keto Tacos.
Keto tacos.
Yeah, Keto
What's a keto
Tacos.
diet? What's
What?
keto?
A keto diet? You don't know
What's
what that is?
keto? I know of it. I don't know what it is specifically.
If I recall correctly, I could be wrong. So if anyone knows, they can correct me. It's basically a healthy diet consisting of protein. Like you know, like it's healthy. You won't get any downside from eating it.
It's a protein diet.
Basically,
So like fish and eggs,
yes. Basically, protein and fewer carbo something. Um,
carbohydrates.
is
Okay,
that
so no
I think
bread, beans, eggs, probably fish.
yes. I had none of that. None of that. What
Yeah.
was that YouTube channel? I can't remember. They were really
I mean,
buff
if
dudes.
you do you remember any of the names of any of the titles of their videos? Maybe you can look up the video.
I'm gonna try that right now.
Yeah. I want my character to have something in their lack of face. Like what? You can go gross skin like Ashy, or you can go literal void like mine. Well, she also has like again like creatures coming out of her void face as well.
Body Spartan. I think that's the name. I think that's the name. I'm gonna look that up. See if that's the right one.
Body Spartan is kind of a rad name, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I just found them. Yeah, these are the guys. Body Spartan.
Ah, would you recommend them?
Yes, I okay. Because of the way my body was built, I wasn't able to get as ripped as them. Like I can't, I literally
Uh-huh.
can't gain weight. I can get fit, but I can't gain. But if you want to get like I don't know, like a really good body, these guys
You
are the
probably just
key.
need like a more specialized diet. Like the fact that you weren't able to like everything you did was like homemade. That's probably what was holding you back.
Ah,
I'm sure if you had like a nutritionist or something that you would be able to bulk up the way that you wanna.
it was tough. Was it fun
Do
though?
you have like nutritional issues? Like are you anemic and stuff?
Huh? No, I'm totally healthy. That's a good thing.
Okay, that's good to hear. I always thought fear would look like a blood something. I think you should for reference, Truzer, look up the Scarecrow from Batman.
I love that villain.
Yeah, because the Scarecrow's whole thing is fear. I think he uses specifically like gas, but like that's his like whole thing.
Did you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Batman movie?
No,
It's pretty good.
I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like a big like movie theater thing. It's just a animated film.
Oh, did it like come out on like streaming or something?
I think so. I bought it on Vudu. It's
On
pretty
Hoodoo?
good. Yeah, Voodoo. You know Voodoo. It's you know what that is, right?
No, I've never heard of that one.
Voodoo is like a service where you get to buy and rent movies.
Oh well, duh, it's a streaming service. I think
Oh,
I remember seeing a meme where it was like making fun of all the fucking like streaming services names. Where like it's on Tubi, it's on Nubu, it's on Poob. You can watch it on Poob.
yeah, goodness. I've seen a video where it basically just makes a nutshell of Let's Players. It's all like, I'm a Let's Player. Of course I'm gonna get the name of the game wrong. I'm a Let's Player. Of
Let's
course
play.
I'm
Of
gonna
course, I'm
make.
gonna talk over the tutorial.
I'm a Let's Player. Of course I'm gonna suck at the most crucial parts of the game.
It's
That video is funny. I wish I could. I wish I knew where I got it from.
probably on TikTok somewhere. I'm sure you could look it up. Um, God, that just watching the Game Grumps play a game that you care about is an agonizing experience. If you give a shit about a game, never watch the Game Grumps play it.
Oh goodness, I was hurting when they were playing Wario Land years ago. Not Wario Land,
uh,
Wario World. I think was it Wario World or Wario Land? I don't remember. I love that game. That game was fun. But when they were playing it, they did not pay attention to how to play.
it's I love the Game Grumps. They're so funny and they're so fucking frustrating.
I'm sorry,
And then
I
like,
miss JonTron. I want him back.
really?
That's just my personal opinion. If you don't think so, it's okay.
Yeah, I was never like a I like JonTron more as like a solo YouTuber than as a grump. I actually think JonTron Game Grumps is like it's kind of too much for me. I kind of don't like the way that Aaron and John bounce off each other. I think it's like they're both screaming max volume, like, and I need both of them to stop.
Oh, fair enough.
I think
It's
it's I appreciate the way that like I appreciate the hot and cold that Dan and Aaron have versus the hot versus hotter, that like Aaron and John have.
yeah, I understand
Does
what
that
you
make
mean.
sense?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do like Dan. Dan is great. I just miss the
Mm,
chemistry between John and Aaron.
yeah.
Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna ask you. What's your favorite Let's Play of them? Dan era.
I watched the Katamari one a lot. Like
Oh,
I
that's a good one.
rewatch that one every now and then.
My favorite one would have to be the one where they played Ace Attorney.
Oh yeah, the Ace Attorney one is so good. I love that one.
Specifically, the first Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
I
I
just
liked the right worth shipping. That was funny.
That was hilarious. My favorite moment. I'm not sure if you remember this, but there was a scene where they were talking to a salmonella. That's his name, by the way. No joke.
Why
Uh,
is his name Salmonella?
I'm serious. That's his name. Uh, he's a direct.
Uh,
His character. He's a director for a movie studio. You talk to him,
oh, uh-huh.
and Aaron and Dan like freak out by something, and the editor was making a bunch of like nonchalant text to match what they're saying. They're like
Uh-huh.
raging over a simple fact, like something happened while they were working. Oh god, I was laughing my ass off at that part.
Yeah.
God, I'm struggling with this. I gotta look up a reference pic.
Yeah, what you trying to draw?
I'm doing a double spread page.
Oh shit. I keep closing your stream. There we go. You gotta draw a whole ass city? Whoa.
Oh no, I already did that. I did that.
Yeah.
I just gotta draw another one, but this from a different scenery. And I don't think I have
Oh,
a
like a different angle?
no,
Same
not
place, different angle.
no, not a different angle. Like okay, so what you're looking on at the left was at the beginning, and then at the right is where they are now because they went down the hill.
Uh-huh.
They went down the hill,
Oh, oh, oh.
and now the scene is at a park and a hill where they fell down to. Well, not fell down to,
Uh-huh.
but you get the point. And
Yeah.
I don't have a reference pic for it. I better. Oh, I hate doing this, but I gotta do more research. And by research, I just look up mangas.
I can, no shame in that.
Pinky, I gotta ask you a question.
Huh.
So, when do you think looking up like manga pages is cheating?
No.
Oh, okay. Cause I got a lot of
No.
hate for that one time.
Fucking when? Why?
I want to say this was years ago when I had my very first like official commission. What
Uh-huh.
happened? I was looking up like he wanted a scene where he was he wanted a scene where he was I'm not sure if you heard of the anime. It's called Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei.
That kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know.
It's it's very out there. Um, the anime is bizarre, but there's a scene in one of the ending songs that he wanted drawn, so I used it as reference. And he said, "Oh, you just copied it. I don't want it. I sure I want it like that, but I don't want it exactly like that." And I said, "But you just asked for it. You wanted something like it, and that's what I did." And then he got salty, and it got kind of verbally, yeah, it got verbal.
And when did this happen?
This was years ago. I want to say I was 19. I didn't have a decent drawing tablet at the time, so I didn't do a lot of digital
Mm.
art. I think I still have it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I don't have the drawing anymore, but I do have it on my DeviantArt.
Listen, man, the only type of cheating I would say is like if you how do I describe this?
Shoot.
Because like tracing is okay, photo bashing's okay, referencing is literally always okay. Like there's no version of referencing that is wrong. Um
I
I can't think of like cheating in art is normal and common and even professionals do it, you know?
remember. I'm not sure if you remember it. You know that scene in Winnie the Pooh and then Jungle Book, and they're comparing a scene where they literally copied the animation.
Yes.
And did you? Okay, I'm not sure if you knew this, but Boondocks copied Naruto at some point.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. You could look it up. There's
Well,
a
that's what I
scene.
mean. Is like so it's okay for Disney to do it. It's okay for Boondocks to do it. Why? And you know another thing too is that Disney has like they hire actors for animation reference. So like you can look up like I know that you can look up Alice in Wonderland specifically,
Yeah,
but like the and like Beauty and the Beast or not Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty. You can see the footage of the actors that they paid for like the reference, you know?
yeah,
Um because drawing things from the imagination is drawing things from memory. Like do you remember exactly especially like what if you have like aphantasia, you know, like where you can't imagine things in your head. You know, you need reference. You don't know, you don't have a perfect memory. You don't know what everything looks like perfectly from memory. You need to look
yeah,
at things. That's why you have to draw from life. That's why drawing from life is the thing that they like hammer into your head a million times that you have to learn how to do.
yeah. I feel you. My art teacher praised me for trying to be original. However, she complained that I wasn't copying the source material because she was a. I'm not gonna lie. She was the kind of teacher that was very strict with the way she teaches. She wanted us to copy an artist that we liked, and I chose Alex Ahad, the creative Skullgirls.
Yeah.
But I used as reference. I didn't trace like she told me to.
Yeah.
I drew Peacock, Peacock from Skullgirls.
Mhm.
My favorite character.
Yeah.
And
Base choice, base choice. I love
I
Peacock too.
I did it. I did it on my own originality. I made my own pose. I I did my own style. And isn't that the point of being an artist, being creative?
I think if you're in an art class, you are there for the lesson that the teacher is giving you, and you failed because you literally didn't follow instructions.
I mean, still though. I mean, like,
I think I understand where you're coming from, but I feel like you're missing the point of the class.
oh,
You know, because what if she had something that she was trying to teach you from tracing?
I mean, that's the thing. I already knew how to do it. It was stuff I learned in middle school. I even told her.
No, I mean, I think if I were to puzzle out what I think you get from tracing. I
Oh,
think it's the opportunity to see exactly their lines in the way that like Alex Ahad does it. Like the if you're doing your own style, you're not really like you're taking inspiration, but you're not learning how Alex does it. You know, and that's the point. I think that was the
um,
point of tracing was to figure out exactly the way he does his lines, why he does it that way, you know, by copying it, you know? I think
yeah.
that was the point of that assignment is I think it was supposed to be a study. I think you were supposed to study that person's work rather than like doing your own take on it.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense.
You
Like,
see what I mean? You see what I mean? Where
yeah,
like I think
yeah.
if I was your teacher, I'd probably be frustrated with you too. I wouldn't yell at you, but I'd be like, you didn't get the point. Like the point of it was for you to copy it.
I have like a rule when it comes to copying because it's happened to me plenty of times. And I'm not gonna lie, I also copied sometimes,
Mm.
but the reason why I copied because back then I was young. I was only like what in elementary school. I just copied and traced because I wanted to be good.
Teacher complained that you finished your assignment early. That's funny. Continue.
Huh?
Continue. You were saying. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, what was I saying? Shit.
What was your personal policy for copying things? Because you used to do it when you were younger.
Oh, when I was younger, I used to copy a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehog cover art. You know how they used to
Yeah.
have the comics, right?
Yes. The
Well,
Archie comics.
yeah, me and my brother had a game called Sonic Mega Collection, and it came with a
Uh-huh.
bunch of like content, like just a lot of content, like behind the scenes stuff behind Sonic the Hedgehog, uh, concept art, and even the comics themselves.
Yeah, I think I saw the Game Grumps scrolling through the cover art of that game.
That game was
Like
a
like,
huge
like
influence on
the
me.
art that they had in the game.
That game was a huge influence for me.
Ah,
Like,
really?
yeah, there was a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog artwork that I just fell in love with, and I was so in love with it. I copied it, and yes, shame on me. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, and I copied it, and like but it got to a point to where I like, okay, I know how to draw it with Sonic now. I'm gonna try doing it with my characters, and that's what I did. But again, I was in elementary school. I was sucky at drawing.
I think that's a normal part of the process, especially when you're a self-taught artist.
I learned a lot of tricks in middle school. In fact, that's when I started drawing freehanded instead of using a sketch.
Say again, I was looking away, or like I was doing something. What do you say?
Huh?
Can you say again, like what you just said?
Oh, I I learned a lot of things in middle school, and that's actually where I started drawing freehanded.
Yeah. Um, let's see. For me, what do you mean freehand actually? It's like just drawing on your own, not like tracing anything?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I've always drawn a lot, like I mentioned, like my first OCs I made when I was 6. Just 'cause like that's just, I was bored and my parents gave me paper and crayons. Um, but it's always something that I've been passionate about. I never had a copying phase. Um,
I had a
in terms of like taking pictures and tracing them, like I never did that, but I did like I remember watching the Powerpuff Girls and just drawing them over and over and over and over and over again. Kind of I drew them like a concerning amount of times. They were never very good. Like my old Powerpuff Girl drawings, like I could show you them. They're like scribbles, like they're bad. Um
all artists are bad at some point.
yeah, but I mean like a literal child, like elementary school like scribbles. Um but I think the when I started to get like serious art, like okay, here's my like how I got into like comic story is it was actually Garfield.
Oh,
My
really?
first comic was Garfield.
That's a
Yeah,
good
I had
choice.
a little book. I had a book full of Garfield comics, and that's when I was like introduced to comics. Because I didn't own any comic books or anything. Um, and so the first comics that I ever made were in like newspaper comic squares, just like rather than like the comic book like panels.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until middle school that like I was allowed on the internet and like started to make friends because like I never had like friends throughout school. And so
Eh.
I started getting introduced to other things, specifically manga. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
one of my friends would go to like the local library and they would bring back the manga that they would check out, and me and my friends would all read it before they would return it, like a little book club.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Magical moments happen in school.
yeah. Teachers teaching you a valuable lesson. Teachers most of the time don't know anything. No, they don't.
Oh, I gotta tell you a weird story about one of my earliest commissioners ever. In fact, probably my first
Mm.
commissioner ever.
Oh.
Uh, you may have never seen my traditional artwork, but I used to be really good at
No,
making
yeah,
things.
you showed me your traditional art when we were in school together.
No, no, this was before that. During my high school era,
Oh yeah.
I had a really good talent of making things look realistic. And I have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of praise growing up with with my art teachers telling me that. Anyways, here's where the
Yeah.
story goes. My my history teacher, no joke, he offered to pay me to draw him fighting George Washington on a pirate ship.
George Washington on a pirate ship. That's amazing.
He said he wanted to make history fun for his students in the future once I leave high school. And
No, that's wonderful. I love that.
yeah, that's a good idea because you're making history look awesome. It makes me want to learn more. But let's be real here. George Washington on a pirate ship fight, and then his teacher finding him. It's kind of cheesy. It was my first ever.
I mean,
I
I
want.
I think that's the point.
It was, I think, my first ever official commission. He paid me a solid. Well, okay, I told him I'll do it for free because I mean, at the time I was still
Yeah, you're a
learning.
kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. I didn't need money. I had everything I wanted. I had a place to stay. I had food. But he insisted on paying me, and he ended up giving the money to my parents, and we had McDonald's that night.
Ooh.
Yeah, McDonald's was a luxury for us back then. We were a poor family.
Oh yeah. Did you do the commission? Do you still have it?
Me?
Or do you have any sort of like copy of it?
No, it was a traditional.
So you gave him the original.
Yeah.
Did were you proud of it?
Yes, I was very proud of it. It was a charcoal illustration,
Really?
and pastel, and pastel.
Oh,
Again, I had a talent for making things look realistic.
so you had a realistic depiction of
I
teacher fighting
even,
George Washington.
yeah, it was funny. A lot of students laughed. I can't tell if they were laughing at me or laughing at the concept, but it was successful.
Let's just assume they were laughing at the concept. Because it is a funny concept. I mean, when you told me about it, I was like, what? It's amazing.
It was hilarious. Yep. He ended up giving my parents $20. He said he was insist on paying more, but I told them like, listen, I'll do it for free because I got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
I
I appreciate that he tried to pay you.
Yeah, I think okay, so I gotta tell you the real
How
reason
old
why
were
I was
you
his.
when this happened?
I was 15. This was high school.
Oh.
I think I was in sophomore or junior year. I can't remember. But I think the reason I don't remember very well. But I think the reason why I declined his offer was because I mean, a teacher paying a student for a service, that sounds kind of iffy already.
I wouldn't say so. I would say that the teacher values your skill, and if he's asking a service of you, and he appreciates your talent, then he should give you money, you know?
I guess.
Especially like if he's trying to like encourage you to like pursue this as a career, then he should pay you. I think that's what I would do at least as an adult trying to encourage a child.
Yeah, I feel you. Dang, I really wish there was a reference pic for what I'm drawing. I can't describe it. That's another reason why I want to go back to college. I want to take 3D animation, but not just to make animation, to make my own like, reference pics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I took a I took the Maya and 3DS Max classes.
Uh huh.
Those 3D classes are really good. The teachers are really nice. I recommend the ZBrush class as well.
Oh.
That's a summer class though.
Oh. I'm not a big fan of 3D animation, but it's not. I do see, like why everybody praises it.
I think it depends on the animation for me. Some of them I appreciate more than others. Like I think Spider-Verse is beautiful, for example.
That was a good one. But then everybody started
Yeah.
copying it.
Yeah, but like I think that's a good thing because Spider-Verse is pretty,
True.
and more 3D should be fucking pretty, rather than the same.
I
Everyone like we could stand for less people trying to copy Pixar and Disney.
I liked that movie. When I first saw it, I was impressed. I was like, wow, that's very unique. I never seen it happen before.
Did you see the latest one, most recent one?
No, no, I want to though, and I think it's already
Oh
too late
yeah,
to. I think it's already too late to see in
Turning
theaters.
Red 3D is ugly. Uh, yeah, I think the attempt at the anime art style didn't go great. I don't think it's ugly, but like honestly, as I was looking at like the concept art and like the 2D illustrations, and I was like, man, this would have been so cute if it was 2D.
Turning Red
But
is
like,
3D. I mean 2D. Turning Red is
yeah,
2D.
N no, but I'm saying like if you look at the concept art for Turning Red, it looks like a Ghibli movie.
Oh
So like
yeah,
if it was 2D, it would have been really cute and really charming. But yeah, I agree that like it looks a little Grubhubby, you know.
I hate to say this, but I think hand drawn animation is a dying art here in America.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely is. But I mean, I think that's why like we have this like growing indie scene with like, like
Yeah,
Witch Studios and Spindle Horse. It's like I think people are unsatisfied. I think that's why like the anime, like so many people turn to anime for like
yeah.
their animated shows.
Like, okay,
It's like there's a demand that's not being filled.
have you seen
And run
YouTube's
super
recent
done nature.
pilot releases?
Yeah, like the Amazing Digital Circus and Lackadaisy and
There's Port by the Sea. Have you heard of that one?
no, I haven't.
Oh, it's a good one. It's a hand drawn animation and it's a pilot. I support it, and that oh my goodness, the animation just reminds me of the old era of Cartoon Network.
Oh.
I found it
Well, there's
by
also
accident
Monkey
actually.
Wrench.
Oh, Monkey Wrench is so good. I like that one. Did
Was it
you
the Cuphead show?
did you see Oh yeah, Cover Show is really good. I like that one. Wait, I'm sidetracked. Did you see what was that? It was oh god, I can't put it on my head now. I just had it. I hate it when that happens. Has that ever happened to you?
Uh,
You're trying to think of something to
oh
say, but then
yeah,
you just forget.
it's like on the tip of your tongue and then you lose it. Yeah, no, I get that. That's normal. I was really excited for Lackadaisy. Like as someone who was already reading the webcomic, I was like,
Oh,
yes,
I
yes.
love his art style.
Uh,
Is it a her or am I wrong?
yeah, yeah. Tracy Butler is a woman.
Oh, damn, I must have forgotten. I've
Yeah,
seen her artwork all over Demon Art back when she exclusively posted there, and I just fell in love with the
yeah.
art style.
Mm-hmm.
If you're wondering why I got the gender wrong, I'm the type of person that doesn't know the actors' names. I just watch the movie and I know the characters.
Um, yeah, I think a lot of the time I wouldn't know like a director's name, but I think because like I just know that her name is Tracy Butler, and that's like clearly a woman's name, you know. I
Yeah.
think if it was just like if I didn't know what her name was, like if I just knew her by her username, I probably would have like been more confused. What do you guys think the death of Hollywood and movies in general? I
Oh,
think the industry is just cannibalizing itself. I don't think it needs to die this horrible death that it's experiencing, but I think corporate greed is stronger than people who are in the industry are strong enough to fight, you know? Like they could fight back, but they don't because they benefit from the
yeah.
greed. So
It's
this
it's all
thing is
about
just gonna
it's all
eat
about the money.
itself.
It's all about the money. They're not gonna care
Yeah.
about originality. If they know they can make a quick buck out of it, they're gonna do it.
Yeah. No,
Like
I just hope like more space for original like independent things pop up.
I wanna see original content from Hollywood. It's been
Yeah.
ages. At least to me, at
Like
least. I mean, I'm not a movie person.
I think Markiplier's Iron Lung is gonna come out in December.
Oh, he's making a movie, huh?
That's like the only movie that I've been looking forward to lately is Iron Lung. And look at that, it's like an independent project. A24 best movie studio right now. Uh-huh.
Have you seen? Have you heard of that new Venom movie coming out?
There's another Venom movie coming out?
Yeah, I think it's called The Final Dance. I'm gonna look that up actually. Yeah, I literally just saw this earlier today. Yeah, The Last Dance. That's what it's called. Venom, The Last Dance. Weird
I
name,
saw
but
Venom as a horse. Horsome.
I like Venom. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You know what? I totally didn't mention
Is
this,
Venom
but
gonna die? That title implies that he's gonna die.
I had no clue. But if he does, that'd be sucky because he's pretty cool. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I totally forgot to tell you this. Remember my OC that I mentioned earlier?
Which one?
The one that's like a combination of bunch of all these other things. I forgot to include Venom. Venom was a huge role in the creation of my first OC.
Venom and Eddie will separate most likely. No, they're supposed to get married.
What?
Yeah, in the comics they get married.
Oh.
This isn't me being like a weird shipper, like I'm serious.
I have the stupidest of shippers. No, I have the stupidest
Really?
of ships. Myself. I ship the stupidest of things.
What do you ship?
Elsa and Ice King from Adventure Time.
Oh yeah, more fucking gashi gashi like corruption.
Yeah. I also ship Sonic and
That
Amy.
man altered your brain chemistry.
I ship uh Shadow and Maria. I ship I ship Spider-Man and Catwoman.
Uh-huh.
Catwoman's name's Felicia, right?
Is it Felicia? I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember either. Okay, I'm just drawing this
That.
like I'm bad at drawing right now.
Mm. I mean, you weren't planning on streaming today.
I was actually, but I mean, like I said, I just get social anxiety when it comes to talking.
Oh yeah.
It's a curse. It's a
You can
curse.
pivot to playing a video game if you want. Like, do you have like games on your computer?
Yes, I have Minecraft. I have Sonic Origins, Sonic Superstars, Sonic Adventure,
Why don't you
Pal
play?
World.
Why don't you play one of those?
I'm working.
Oh, no, I'm saying like, why don't you take a break if you're having a hard time?
I can't afford to take breaks. I'm the type that the only time I ever play video games is before I go to bed. And the reason why is because, I have a hard time sleeping. And ironically enough,
Uh,
playing video games or watching TV puts me to sleep.
yeah.
I don't know why. It's a weird thing. Does anybody else have that same problem?
My grandma does that. She watches movies to fall asleep, and then she'll lay down in bed, and then she'll jolt back up awake.
My
You could
step
blame Marvel for not doing anything with Venom. They were gonna bring Tom Holland to fight Venom, but Marvel continued to suck. Lol.
okay, Pinky, I gotta ask you a question. Marvel or DC? I'm not gonna judge. Don't worry.
Um, I think a while ago, if you asked me this question like years ago, I would have said Marvel.
Uh huh.
But I would say that like I think Marvel has better movies at least, but I prefer the DC characters.
Uh huh.
I think I'm just DC all the way at this point.
Oh, cool. For me, I would have to pick Marvel, but only because of Spider-Man.
Uh,
Spider-Man was my
yeah, I think
very
Spider-Man is definitely the best character out of Marvel. Hey Sal. But like I don't know, they have like DC has fucking Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman. I don't know, they just have all the iconic. Whoa, what did I do?
the reason why I like Spider-Man so much is because he was my very first introduction to the concept of superheroes.
Hmm.
Every Halloween, when I was in kindergarten and in elementary school, I would always want to dress up as Spider-Man. No joke. I would just jump in the air and shoot my silly string, thinking I'm Spider-Man. And one time
Eh.
we were out on a camping trip and we saw the most beautiful thing any kid could ever see ever in a camping trip. A rope hanging from a tree with a lake right near it.
Ew.
I freaked out. I was like, holy shit, I can be Spider-Man. So I jumped, grabbed the rope, and jumped into the lake, and I had a blast.
And then you broke your leg.
And then I died. Spoiler, I died.
The thing I'm holding out for right now is Daredevil. I love Daredevil so much, and the new show has hope. God, I'm worried.
You know what I really want to make a movie? What I want Hollywood to make a movie out of, but it's never gonna happen. Spider-Man and Deadpool. It's never gonna
Yeah, I think
happen.
the issue with that is that like the current iteration of Spider-Man is Tom Holland.
And kid friendly. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Of
Oh,
like they've been kind of keeping Deadpool away from like they've been sticking him with the X-Men, if anything. In the X-Men, they've kept far away from the Avengers. Sony also owns the right to Spider-Man. Really?
oh, I didn't know that. I thought
I mean, I guess
Sony
that
gave.
explains the Spider-Verse movies.
I thought Sony didn't have Spider-Man. Was I wrong? I think I was wrong.
Well, they do because again, the Spider-Verse movies are made by Sony.
Oh crap! It's 6 o'clock. I gotta take my meds.
Oh God! Quick, quick, quick!
BRB.
Midnights. There's a full-length movie, and not just a show. Marvel flew off the cliff in the movie department. Yeah, nah. After Endgame, like it was all downhill. It's a shame. Yeah, no plan. That was a problem. You know that does make sense because again, like clearly they had a plan for Endgame and everything, and then it just kind of fell off the rails.
I'm back.
You medicated?
Uh-huh. And I got coffee and tea right next to me, and I totally forgot to drink the coffee.
Oh God! Don't waste it.
I just drank it. Oh man, it's still hot.
Nice. Ooh, great.
Okay, how do I
Kang
close
was
this?
supposed to be the new bad guy, but the actor was jailed for what? Huh? What? I like how you frame it as was jailed for abuse or whatever. Huh? Excuse me?
Hmm.
Evan Majors was brought to court on some charges. Who was Kang again? Was that fuck, which movie was that?
Kang?
Yeah.
Like from Ninja Turtles? Is that his name?
No, 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 from Marvel.
Oh. I thought you said. Oh, well, I might got the names mixed up. I thought you said Krang.
Kang the Conqueror. Is that from that one fucking Ant-Man movie? Ant-Man. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So I did see that one. Don't put important plot shit in the Ant-Man movies, man. Like, I'm lucky I happened to see that one, and that's because we were fucking bored and we didn't have anything to watch, and like the only thing that was slightly interesting that day was Ant-Man.
Well, I mean, it's not amazing, but it's going pretty decent. I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say like Ant-Man.
I'm talking about my sketch.
Yeah, let me one second. Let me look over, see what you're doing.
I'm trying to use what's on the left as Go away, oh thingamajig. I'm trying to use what's on the left and try to implement that right here because it's a downhill scene. They start off. Let me just. I'm just gonna move this here so you can see
So
it.
all this going to be on the page? Holy crap!
Yeah, it's not. It's in sketch form too. It's not even in the finished product.
Damn. It looks good though.
Thank you. Okay. Go ahead and call it cheating, but believe it or not, some of these scenes are pictures I took, and I just and no, I didn't trace it. I
I
don't
was
trace.
just, what was I just saying? It is not cheating.
Oh yeah, you're right. I took a picture and I went off of
Especially
that.
if you took those pictures yourself, then you have every right to use your own photos any way you see fit.
Sadly, the gym that I took the picture of is no longer available. They lost.
Aw,
I guess they weren't making enough money. I would totally go there if I had transportation, but I can't drive.
aw.
I can drive a motorcycle, oddly enough.
Even though Kang's villain aura shattered when he got his ass kicked in Ant-Man, so they failed to make him intimidating. Shame Black Widow made Task. I thought almost a Task Manager. Taskmaster lame. God, I despise MCU.
Taskmaster,
Yeah, no, if
Taskmaster. Who
if the MCU is good at anything, it's fucking ruining shit.
who's Taskmaster? I don't think I've heard of that one.
I guess he was in Black Widow. I haven't seen Black Widow.
Is Taskmaster the guy that wears a skull mask and he has like photo memory that allows him to copy what he sees?
She-Hulk was a slap in the I love whenever I think of She-Hulk, I think of that the gif of her clapping and Hulk going like ah ah.
I haven't seen that. Is that a movie?
No, it's a show. It's dumb. Don't watch it.
No, I want to watch it.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's the guy with the skull mask. I think that's what Ashley's saying.
Just drawing miscellaneous
Pig.
buildings because I can.
Wasn't Taskmaster always a guy? I was really confused when it turned out Taskmaster was a girl in the Black Widow movie. I mean, I don't know. There also like there are gender iterations within the comics that they've been like leaning in on in the movies.
There's generations everywhere nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, Pinky, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Uh,
Do you like it when cartoons and anime are self-aware? Like, for example, the Teen Titans, the reboot,
uh,
Go, Teen Titans Go. They're self-aware they suck, and they use it to and turn into a joke.
I think that that specific example is kind of uh difficult because Teen Titans Go is in a bad position where like nobody's or like no original Teen Titans fan was ever going to give Go the time of day, and I feel like they're just kind of I don't know. I don't know if I appreciate it because like I I feel bad for the animators of Teen Titans Go. I feel like they're poking fun at the fact that people don't like them, you know, and like
Yeah,
you know, like there's nothing they can do. Like this show exists and they're trying to make it the best at the thing that they can be. And like people just have to accept that like, you know, they're not the original Teen Titans. But at the same time, I don't know, I don't think it's funny. Like as someone who I guess agrees with the dislikers of Teen Titans Go.
don't get me wrong. I'm
Uh
not a fan of Teen Titans Go, but I know cartoons and it's a good cartoon. It really is. It's just
Yeah.
it's
I
just
think what I'm
gonna
trying to say is like I know that the animators are in a bad spot, you know, like it's gonna get made no matter what. Like if it wasn't this specific team, it would have been a different team hired to make this show.
yeah.
I think it's just that like I don't know, I don't think it's funny. I don't appreciate it as someone who is a hater, you know?
I was okay. Go ahead and call me like crazy for this, but I was never a fan of the original Teen Titans either.
Ah, really?
I mean, I liked it, but the reason why I didn't like it was because I was more hooked on Ed, Ed and Eddie, which was
I mean,
a
that's fair.
really dumb show, but it was so good.
I mean, I also was a big fan of Ed, and Eddie as a kid. I just liked both of them. I was able to watch them simultaneously, I guess.
Oh man, I freaked out when I heard Ed and Eddie was having a movie.
Big picture show.
I was in my apartment, right? And I literally was watching Ed and Eddie one day, and then they like literally announced they were gonna make a movie, and I was freaking out. I just had to see it. I did.
Yeah.
I even prepared. No joke. I prepared to see that movie. I did all of my chores.
Really?
So the instant I got home from school, right? I got home from school. I literally did all of my homework at school. I was in elementary school at the time, I think, or middle school. I think I was in middle school actually.
Oh yeah, you're a little older than I am.
I was in middle school, and I did all of my homework at school. I went to the library after school was over, did studying and my homework. I went home. After I went home, I made sure no chores were available because I did them before I left to school, right?
Yeah.
And after that, my mom was like, "Okay, David, you don't have nothing to do. You can do whatever you want." And I said, "Fuck yeah!" And I told my brother to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna watch Ed and Eddie, the Big Picture Show. He was laughing and saying, "What the hell is that?" And I said, You don't understand. You need to get out. I'm gonna watch a movie for Christ's sake." And he said, "Sure,
I
okay."
love that. And I told my brother, shut the fuck up in like a monotone voice.
Oh, my mom was pissed when he tattletale, but I didn't care. I saw the Big Picture Show and I loved that movie.
That it's a great movie, like genuinely. It's a really good cartoon movie.
Isn't Ed and Eddie Canadian?
Canadian, no.
I thought it was.
Honestly, I feel like Ed and Eddie is as American as you can get.
Oh man, Ed and Eddie's so great. And okay, the number one thing I always wanted to do from Ed and Eddie is eat a jawbreaker. And no, not your
You
regular
know, like
jawbreaker. I mean, like I wanted an actual jawbreaker of that size.
you wanted those crazy, like enormous, like bowling ball sized jawbreakers.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just wanted to.
They made them look good, like the way that like that was the whole goal of the show. That like every single character loved jawbreakers.
There was one character that wanted fudge over jawbreakers.
Cartoon food always looks better than real food, to be honest. Agreed.
It's like a rule. It's like a rule. You
I've been
can't.
watching Dungeon Meshi lately, and every time they make food, I'm like, I want some, even though I know for a fact that if you serve this to me IRL, I wouldn't like it. Not just because it's made out of fucking kelpie eggs, but also that it's like tempura, and I don't like eggs on rice. I don't like half of the stuff they're serving.
Are you talking about that anime where they cook in a dungeon?
Yeah. I've been
That's a
watching
good
that
anime.
lately.
That's a good anime.
Yeah. I'm not done with it yet, though, so don't tell me anything.
Me neither. I'm only like 3 episodes in.
Oh, okay. Well, it's really good, and you should keep watching it.
Is it? It's
Good
on
thing.
Netflix, right?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. I have Netflix.
Good thing
Sometimes
about Ed
I
and Eddie is that the creator owns the IP and they can remake the show more soulless. I'm so glad. I was wondering about that. I was wondering if the days that the terrible Ed and Eddie remake was gonna come out. I saw people joking about
Oh,
that
I saw
on like
that.
Twitter and stuff.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, those were memes.
Okay, I saw like a fake image of and someone I don't know how, but they made what happened? They did a like a fake like famous person account or whatever. I don't even know what the term is. Let me see if I can
Like
find it.
verified.
Ed, here it is. Let me Google it. Like, yeah, it was verified, I think, and it showed artwork, like modernized artwork of what Ed and Eddie would look like now, like right now, like in today's modern
Mm.
animation style.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna Google that real quick, and I'll post it in your Discord, and you'll see.
Yeah.
And luck, and the text says it all, so you don't need to worry. Ouch, that hurt my ear.
Yeah, even I heard that. Whoa.
Do I post it in Party Palace or Pink Parlor?
If you put it in Pink Parlor, people on stream can't see it. So if you want the people in the stream to see it, then put it there. But if you only want to show me, then put it in
I'll put it
the parlor.
in. I'll put it in. What do I put it in? Um,
Media Moonwalk.
no, I'm talking about in Party Palace.
Yeah, put in Moonwalk.
Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, duh, it's right here. Silly me. Okay, look, here it is. Thank goodness it's not a reboot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I
Eh,
do like the art, but the art style for Ed and Eddie is not there. It looks nothing like Ed and Eddie. It looks like fan fiction, and that's
Nice. You
very hypocritical of me to say because I used to do that back in the day.
used to make fan fiction.
Yeah, but only as a hobby, like a secret hobby that I hid from everybody else.
There is no reboot. I mean, it's okay. Like, honestly, this art style is one of the better, like, jokingly, like, reboot style for
Re-
Ed and Eddie I've seen.
Remember the reboot announcement for Thundercats?
Yeah, that's more what I was talking about.
That was. I am sorry. I've never seen the original Thundercats, and even I am offended by how they treated them.
This drawing is kind of more like it's kind of like how the Teen Titans Go, like the actual art of Teen Titans Go is cute.
It
Like
remind
I wouldn't.
the art of that Ed and Eddie shot I showed you reminds me of
Mhm.
the artist behind the recent Mickey Mouse shorts, the ones by Paul Rudish.
Yeah, it's more like that, where like it's cute. It's not. I would prefer we didn't reboot Ed and Eddie, but if it looked like that, I wouldn't mind too much.
I'd watch it. I'm not gonna lie, and if I liked it or not, I would say, okay, it's not for me. It's for the newer
I
generation.
I think it would suffer from that Tom and Jerry thing where like I think we're just not allowed to get as violent with cartoons as we used to.
Oh yeah. Did you see the movie?
I feel like the Tom and Jerry movie there's like 50 billion of them and I hate that they exist. No.
No,
I
not the
haven't seen
not
it.
no not the shitty animated ones. I'm talking about the one where it was actually in theaters. It's recent. Uh,
No, I will not watch any Tom and Jerry movies.
I actually liked that movie. It
I
was pretty good.
refuse.
It was pretty good. They paid tribute to the classics. They made references to the classics.
So
Although
less
that's
remakes for everyone because corporate suits can't make a good media piece to save their lives. Yep.
although I will say this, the animation for Tom and Jerry the movie, the one that hit in theaters, it could be better. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, Hotel Transylvania, right?
Yeah.
It's a 3D movie that looks 2D. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But when Tom and Jerry tried to do it, I didn't like it. It didn't look organic.
Mhm.
It looked weird, in my opinion. But I still enjoyed the movie. It was pretty good.
Newest example is Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm not.
Silent Hill 2 is getting a
I'm
remake.
dying. Yeah, I'm dying for a more accessible version of Silent Hill 2.
Oh,
But God,
Confession.
why do they have to remake it? Like, I want the fucking Resident Evil camera angles, man.
Confession. I never played a Silent Hill game.
They're well, you'd be very lucky to because they're all PS2 games and there's no good ports of any of the at least the good Silent Hill games.
I don't want to
So
emulate it though.
like
I want to support.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that like there's no good ports of it. The only way to play the game the way it's meant to be played is either literally get a copy of the original PS2 version and play it on the PS2 or emulate it.
Mm.
Don't support David, says Ashy.
Can you guys hear that?
As a fan of the series, yeah, no, I don't recommend trying to like buying the remake or anything. Don't give Konami any money. Do I hear what?
Oh, I'm hearing a little some weird little thing coming outside of my house.
Oh, what's happening?
I think my neighbors are fighting. It's a normal thing at this point. They always fight. I don't even know why. They're an old married
Kind of
couple,
funny.
and my grandparents, they're racist. Okay, I'm sorry, but my grandparents
Lol.
they called. I'm not even gonna say the word because it's too offensive. They drop the N bomb whenever they always argue, and they're like, "Fuck, those damn nincompoops."
Nincompoops. No, I get what you're trying to say. That's fucked up.
They always
Let the fuckers fight.
They always fight. I don't even know why.
They need a divorce.
Oh, I know why they fought.
Huh.
They were arguing about why Elsa wasn't a Hooters a thing. No, okay, I'm kidding.
How
I'm
dare
sorry.
you?
I'm gonna go to hell for that one, and I think it was totally worth it.
That was your worst joke yet.
I'm sorry.
Damn
I
those
like horrible
nice
jokes.
people.
I'm gonna burn in hell for that one, and I think it's worth it. Okay, no joke. When I die, I intentionally want to go to hell.
Why?
The reason. Okay, so it's a really dumb reason. Ever seen the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Uh-huh.
So years ago, when I saw that movie, I was convinced that hell was a cooler place. And I was all like, "Mom, I want to go to hell." And then I got a spanking. And
Because David is the Doomslayer.
and like, goodness, I just thought hell was cooler. It looked cooler. It just looked cooler in my opinion.
I
you know?
mean, yeah, you're not wrong about that.
And I was a kid, and ever since, it's been a running gag in my family that, oh, David wants to go to hell intentionally.
To this day, do you want to go to hell?
Huh? No. But, if I was given the option, I would like to visit hell. To where we hang them and force them to regurgitate their insides.
Really gross.
Okay, what is that noise? Am I still streaming? Yeah, I am still streaming.
Let me see.
I think I'm still streaming. Am I?
Yeah.
Oh. For some reason, OBS says something about turning off.
Sometimes it disconnects without actually ending the stream.
Oh, for a second I had a panic attack. I thought I was streaming nothing.
No, yeah, that's happened to me a couple times where it says it's disconnecting, but the stream never actually ends.
Oh.
I think it's your internet. I think you're, do you have very good internet?
Honestly, no. Because occasionally, sometimes I'll be working on a commission, and all of a sudden the internet would go wonky at the wrong possible time, and I'd be all like, God damn it, I can't get work done. What the hell? I would check the internet box, and apparently someone would keep unplugging it. And my grandma would be all like, David, I unplugged the Wi-Fi box. I can't get the TV working. And I will be all like, Grandma, that's because that's the TV. It has nothing to do with the internet. And then there are
I like to think that hell for everyone is their own personal nightmare, a nightmare you can never escape. That's what I like about Silent Hill.
Have you played, what's your favorite Resident Evil game? Have you ever played a Resident Evil game? Okay.
My brother owns the remake of 1 and the original 4. And not like the 2000 remake of Resident Evil 1. I don't know if they ever remade it.
No, they didn't.
So we own those, but I've never played them. I've watched my brother play one though.
My favorite Resident Evil game is one of the most hated Resident Evil games.
Mm.
Resident Evil Zero. I liked that game. It was fun. It was my first ever rated M video game.
Is that the one on the boat, or is that a different one?
That's a different one. The Resident Evil Zero is canonically the first Resident Evil game.
I think that it's pronounced canonically.
Canonically, yeah. They explain why Wesker is a bad guy. They explain why Umbrella is doing all these bad things. They explain everything. They just flesh out
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just love that game. I'm a huge geek for it.
Where does it take place? Like, what happens? Like,
So
give me like a back of the book explanation. You know?
okay, so you know how in the first Resident Evil game there's a mansion, right?
Yeah.
So
The Spencer Mansion.
okay, so this one takes place in a train.
Oh.
It starts off at a train though. Here's a story. You're Rebecca Chambers. You're part of Stars, and you're looking for a fugitive that's on the run. You explore the area where he last disappeared, and you find a train, and you explore the train. All of a sudden, the train starts moving, and you're all like, "What the fuck? How did the train start moving? I thought this place was abandoned." And you find out there's zombies all over the train. And then after doing some
Whoa.
exploring, after
Zombies in the
doing
train.
after doing some exploring in the train, you find the fugitive, and it turns out he wasn't in the wrong. It was the zombies that killed his men, not him.
Uh-huh.
And you later find out he did kill his men, but only because he was forced to by a corrupt government.
Uh-huh.
And then
Also
and then the train,
evil.
and then the train is in a crash course to the next area, and if you don't stop the train in time, you'll die and get a game over.
Mm.
And
Cool.
then if you succeed at that part, you go to the next area of the game, which is another mansion, a different mansion, mind you. And this mansion, in my opinion, is better than the one in Resident Evil 1. Mainly because of one specific puzzle that took me and my brother forever to figure out. It was like
Yeah.
a really complex game of rock, paper, scissors. You had to guess which animal can kill every animal in that order.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was hard, but me and my brother were off our asses when we solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
And you will not believe this. My dad got mad at the game because he couldn't figure it out on his first try. So
Uh-huh.
he took our GameCube. He was a drinker, by the way, so he did a lot of stupid shit. He was a drinker,
Oh my
and,
God.
and he grabbed our GameCube and threw it in the trash, thinking it was the GameCube's fault.
Oh my God.
We later found we were all like, "Mom, where's our GameCube? We can't find it." And then
You had to
Mom,
come fish it out of the trash.
yeah, we found it in the trash, and we were all like, "Mom."
No, the Nintendo shit cube.
And then I was all like, "Mom, why is her fucking Nintendo GameCube in the trash?" And then my dad was all like, "Oh fuck, I was drunk. I'm sorry."
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have a lot of horrible stories concerning my dad, but you don't want to hear them.
I can save them for another time.
But yeah, Resident Evil Zero, that game was fun. I loved it. Sure, people hated it, but I had fun with it.
See, Ashy said 7 and 8.
7 and 8? You mean the Resident Evils?
Yeah.
Those ones were
Yeah.
scary. I like those.
Which ones were those ones?
The new one, Resident Evil
Oh, the village?
Village is 8. Resident, what is
Ah,
7 called? I can't remember. Okay, I really can't remember.
I relate to your dad in that moment.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ashy Slashy.
7 is the bakers.
Oh yeah, those guys were scary. A long time ago, me and my friend streamed Resident Evil back in the day, and
Uh-huh.
we couldn't even beat the game. We got mad.
You ever seen the Resident Evil movies? Those are fucking. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's Resident Evil in like name only. I feel like they're just so doing their own thing. It's really
I
funny,
oh,
honestly.
confession, I've never seen the Resident Evil movies. Are they good?
They're Resident Evil in name only. Like they're really their own thing. Um,
Oh, like that
they're kind of.
Godzilla
I would
movie?
say that they're. I would say it's so bad it's good. Personally,
Oh,
um, I think others would disagree with me. I think others would say that they're just bad. But I think if you think of it like a Resident Evil adaptation, Resident Evil 8 holds the scariest moment in any Resident Evil game. Period. What's the cat human creature you're making? His name is no name. He's not real.
it kind of reminds me of a certain enemy in Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm not going to spoil anything because there are some people here that have probably never played it, be it the
Like
original
me.
or the remake. I highly recommend the
Like
game.
me.
From what I've seen so far, the game is entirely the same, just looks better. They did make it easier in any sort of
Oh.
way. But this is only my experience. I've only gotten up to chapter 2, so maybe they have made it easier in some way and I just haven't noticed, but yeah, as
Thank
far
you, Nintendo, for doing remakes, right?
I am sorry, but I'm not a big fan of their recent remakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like for example, the remake of Majora's Mask. You know what that one?
Oh, yeah. I mean, wasn't like I remember people complaining that like okay. So I was told that if I want to play Ocarina of Time, I could play the remake, but I can't play the remake of Majora's Mask because they changed too much about it.
So what they did, okay. So the thing that made Majora's Mask hard, but what challenging, but in a good way, was the saving way, the way you save. The only way you could
Mm.
save was by playing a song on your ocarina, but you lose all of your equipment and all the progress you made in a certain area would be gone.
Yeah.
But in the remake on the 3DS, they changed it. There's these statues now. The statues were in the original, but they were like quick saves that only like you quick save and then you exit out of the game automatically. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I'm getting off track. Um, in the remake, the statues are now permanent saves.
Uh-huh.
Like it's permanent. You don't need to worry about exiting the game when you play the song. They just made it easier, and I just didn't like that,
Mhm.
and it really ruined the experience for me. I thought it was going to be a great remake, but I was very disappointed when I beat the game. It was just easier, and they even got rid of the movement animations for the Zora when you play as the Zora.
Oh, what?
Yeah, in the original, you move like super fast and super cool like, and in the remake, he they changed it. You move all slow. The reason why they did that is because they thought in the original it was too hard to control, which is understandable. But still, I mean, they could have done it where like you could still move fast, but if you press a certain button instead. I don't know. Some people like the remake. I don't. If you like the remake, I'm not going to judge. So
And I haven't played it.
Oh, I was referring to.
Ocarina of Time remake is decent.
I was referring to everybody in the comments. Okay, so out of all the remakes you've ever played, what would be your go-to one?
I I haven't
Game.
played that many video games.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of one. Half-Life, like Black Mesa. That
Half
one's a remake.
Half-Life. Oh, I know you played Half-Life.
Yeah, like Black Mesa is a remake of Half-Life 1.
Oh,
I really like Black Mesa. It's a really good game. I recommend it.
I am breaking a lot of rules of perspective in this illustration so far.
Who cares? You're the only one who's gonna notice. Q.
I gotta stop drawing real quick and look at what you're drawing. What is that? Is that a cat?
Yes, kind of. His name is No Name. He's a figment of Malice's imagination.
Oh, Mouse. The character you're drawing?
Yes, this character, this girl with a mask.
Yeah, I see him. Or her, I mean.
She is my OC.
I gotta practice line work. I haven't drawn any good line work at all recently. And when I do line work, I do it unintentionally. Like, I'll be sketching and all of a sudden I'll be like, shit, I just did in line work.
You're like one of my mutuals, Recover, where like Recover, I can't tell the difference between his. I think he also just uses his sketches as line art, and I think both of you guys are like so cool for that. I don't think you need to.
It's not cool. It's a weakness. It's an illness.
I don't know. I think it's a time saver. I think your guys' work looks really cool.
Yes, but there's a con.
What's the con?
Well, maybe a con for me and not for him, but to me, let's say if I'm like doing line art for a commission or work stuff like that, and I'll be like, okay, I did the line work. Here you go. What do you think of it? And he said, oh no, I just wanted you to sketch it so you get the general idea. And I'd be all like, this is my sketch. And then he said, oh shit, wow, you did a lot of detail in it. And then he'll be disappointed, and not my current, not the one I'm working on now. He's cool. He's a cool guy. I'm talking about past experiences.
I mean, this is a discussion I was having with Mattoon, like literally last night, where it's like, yeah, some people want like their sketches to be like a lot rougher.
I just
Like
I
I
just
think it
can't do
reaches a
it.
point where like I would say that it's not a sketch anymore. It's just
I just
something
have
when I see
trouble.
line art.
I just genuinely have trouble doing sketches. It's like it's already like implanted in my brain to do jump straight to line work, even when I'm drawing on paper.
Yeah. You
Um,
weren't ashamed of their past like other remakes. They kept their juvenile humor and doubled it. Oh, with Destroy All Humans.
oh, I like Destroy Humans. Not the remake. I never played the remake, but I want to.
Ah, well, Ashy's recommending it.
Ashley or Ashy?
Ashy.
Oh, I think you said
Ashy
Ashley.
Slashy. That's your name now, man. You're Ashley. I could just call you Ash.
I do want to play the new Grand Theft Auto game that's coming out in a couple of years, but I'm not a fan of Grand Theft Auto.
Uh, Play Grand Theft Auto 4. You can get it on Steam.
Yeah, no, I mean the new one that's coming out.
I know.
I want to get it, but I'm not a fan of Grand Theft Auto, and I mean, it got boring to me once I got to the online portion. I know it's meant to be played with friends, but again, I didn't have any friends that play, and the ones that did play
What
are PC
version of
players.
Grand Theft Auto have you played?
The console version, but when I got a PC that runs well,
No,
I
which game? Which game? There's 5 of them.
oh, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like you should try playing Grand Theft Auto 4 and then don't touch the online version.
Grand Theft Auto 4 is great. I love that one. Funny
That
story. I got that
you
game for
said
free by
you're
accident.
just not a fan of it. You said you've played them.
I'm not a fan. I mean, I played them and I liked it, but it's not like, oh, I'm gonna buy the next one for sure. Does that make any
I
sense?
don't know, especially because you haven't had the chance to, because we've been on Grand Theft Auto 5 for like the past 10 years.
Grand Theft Auto 5 has been around ever since I was still in high school, junior year.
Yeah, no, I think it came out
Over,
like we were talking about this the other day. It was like 2013.
I think yeah. I think I was just about to say that. Yeah, 2013. That's when the game came out. I was a junior when that game came out.
I was in middle school, in the eighth grade.
Huh. You really are that young.
Yeah. How old are you?
I forgot.
You forgot how old
Um,
you are?
I don't celebrate birthdays. Fun fact.
Oh.
We do say happy birthday to each other, but I mean, we don't really throw parties or eat cake.
GTA
It,
4 has the best protagonist and the best story. I agree.
I agree. I agree.
Fucking Nico Bellic, bitch.
I forgot his name, but I like the biker.
Oh, I don't remember.
Ah, dude, I was so depressed when I played Grand Theft Auto 5 and he died in one of the cutscenes.
No. Johnny. Oh, yeah.
That's his name?
Yeah. And his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Thank you, Chooser. I'm gonna try to draw more OCs. Like I've been drawing like a lot of like fan art or like commission work lately, and I need to do more like original stuff.
I haven't drawn real stuff in a while.
Gotta draw your own OCs for your own sanity.
What?
Gotta draw your own original characters for your sanity.
Oddly enough, working is keeping me sane.
Yeah. I mean, you're an artist. Like you need to draw. You need to draw or else you will die.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes.
That is the curse.
Your drawing hand is connected to your lungs, and if you stop drawing, you stop breathing.
That'd be a good Saw game. Did anybody like Saw? You know, the movie?
I know my brother was into Saw, but like I don't like gore. I mean, like I
Me
think gore is
neither.
cool sometimes, but I don't like torture things.
I don't like it
I
either,
don't think
but
that's scary. I think it's just gross.
I, I
Some of the
think
movies are okay.
I think I'm not a big fan of gore. I think it's just too much. Like they're trying to make it how like they're trying too hard to make it
I think I like
scary.
anime. I think I like animated gore. Like I like gore in anime. I hate gore in movies.
Yeah, same. Okay. Recently a friend of mine commissioned me, and he wanted me to see a movie, and I said, listen, I don't have the money, and then he commissioned me. I did the commission. He said, David, now that you got the money, you're gonna go see that movie. The movie was called The
Eh.
Boy and the Heron. You know that one by Studio Ghibli?
Yeah.
It was recent. It came out recently.
The one with Robert Pattinson voicing the heron. Yeah.
Um, there was a scene where the boy is cutting a fish,
Uh-huh.
like an actual fish, like a giant fish, and like a bunch of like guts were coming out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I saw that scene, I was hungry for fish.
Amazing.
Like I don't know. I guess it. I mean, animated gore is different than real gore, but still, it was a good movie. I didn't like it though, to be honest.
Yeah. You didn't like it? You didn't like it?
It was,
Why not?
yeah, I felt like it was too slow. Like yeah, yeah, it's meant to be watched. It's meant to be
Ghibli
watched
movies?
repeatedly, huh?
I mean, isn't that just Ghibli movies? Aren't Ghibli movies generally pretty slow?
Well, I mean, not to me. I mean, some of them were easy to pick up and understand, but to the general public, it must have been harder for them to understand.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, my grandpa was able to understand it, and he doesn't even
Also
watch
makes me
anime.
cringe. It's literal torture porn.
He doesn't even watch anime, and he understood the movie.
Uh, I mean, I'd say that like Ghibli movies are pretty free from the anime curse.
I like Ghibli movies.
They're probably the most accessible like Japanese media for people
The
who
first
aren't fucking
Ghibli,
weebs.
the first Ghibli movie I've ever seen and in theaters was Ponyo.
Oh yeah. My uncle was like an enormous Ghibli fan, so he made me watch those movies pretty young. I think it was Spirited Away was the first one I watched.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Hostel makes me cringe. It's literal literal torture porn. I don't know if I read that message already. Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
House
Again,
moving
I don't
castle?
like that shit. No, hostile. He's talking. We were talking about like Saw earlier.
Oh.
I saw this girl recently talking about it was media that goes too far, like Urban Spook, Playground, and the Coffin of Andy and Lele. I don't know why she included that one, because like, oh, I know why. It's because like she was talking about how like all of these things are like recent horror things that came out that like just kind of rely on like shock value to be interesting. And yeah, I think it's like weak writing, where it's like, well, the only way that I can scare you is by grossing you out. I actually heard that some people don't have a sense of like fear, that their sense of fear is more like a sense of disgust, and that's why like
Huh.
some people think they're the same thing.
Interesting. Cause it's I have a family member that's kind of like that.
Or they don't really seem to like feel fear. They just seem like disgusted by things.
Yeah, kind of. They're not affected by it actually. My cousin, one of my younger cousins, he grew up watching horror movies all the time, and
Uh-huh.
he growing up he thought it was a normal thing. And yes, I know what you're thinking. He probably grew up to be a serial killer. No, he didn't. He knew that it was wrong, so that's a good thing.
No,
Um,
I don't think that about people. Like I don't know. Like my family, like my especially my aunt, who's like my aunt is goth, you know. So of course, like she's always been like
yeah.
really into like horror movies and like scary things. That's what she bonded with like over her husband, you know. Named my cousin after like a horror movie.
Oh, what was a horror movie?
Uh, I'm not sure if he's okay with me talking about his dead name on stream.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is a free climber movie. Alex Honnold. He was born without part of his brain that makes you feel fear. Could sum up Terrifier. Describe one kill. He saw a person half thumbs. Gross.
Okay. I don't want to brag when I say this, and I don't want to, and I hope I don't sound like I'm bragging, but I have no fear. But I do have one fear that's very odd.
Uh,
I have been shot at. I have been stabbed. I did not feel any fear of that. I nearly died when I was
when
camping.
the fuck did that happen? Excuse me?
Huh?
You're just gonna drive by the fact that you've been shot and stabbed? When the fuck did that happen? Excuse me?
So
Huh? When? Who?
I got stabbed by a kid in middle school. He stabbed a pencil right in my shoulder. I got mad, ripped up his
How?
homework, and beat the crap out of him.
As you
Uh,
should.
but
See,
I'm
David is the Doomslayer.
come on, goodness. Uh, I'm gonna. Anyways, I got stabbed in middle school. It wasn't pretty. I was bleeding a lot, and I had to go to the hospital. He got expelled, but I'm the one who got in trouble.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I wasn't supposed to fight
Uh,
back because it was wrong. But
oh
he
yeah, but they
fucking
won't
stabbed
do
me.
anything about the fact that you were stabbed in the first place.
Exactly, but he got expelled, so that's all good. I just wish he got into juvenile
Yeah, I
detention.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fucking psycho behavior.
Anyways, I got shot. Okay, when I got shot, this was during my time in college, actually, when I was talking to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Wait, why don't I remember this then?
I never talked about it because at the time my family wanted to keep it a secret.
That you were shot?
Yeah.
So
I
what
was
happened?
I was walking to my little brother's school so I could pick him up. All of a
Uh-huh.
sudden, two high schoolers jumped me, and they threatened to shoot me if I don't give them my phone. I said no, screw
Uh-huh.
off, and then I punched them in the throat. Then they shot
Uh-huh.
me and got me right in the chest.
Uh-huh.
Luckily, it didn't damage anything. It hit the bone. I'm not sure if you remember, but I was wearing thick clothing at some point when I was in college. That was
Is
to
it?
hide the
Oh.
scar. I had a scar on my. I still have the scar actually. It's on my chest. It's where the bullet is at right now.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
Wait,
yeah,
you
that
still have the
story.
bullet in you?
No, I don't know. It's gone. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah, the scar's still there. It's gonna be there for a while. And yeah. And where was I going with the story? Oh, I remember now. Okay, so yeah, I had a lot of weird fears. Not a lot of weird fears. I had a weird fear. It was
Uh-huh.
relationships. I was scared of relationships. I was scared to get into one.
I fear no man, but that thing zooms out to just like the word girls. It scares me.
Oh goodness. Oh god. Yeah, I. It's weird because I mean, I've been at death's door plenty of times, but I've never been phased by any of that.
David's not scared of death, he's scared of life.
I know it's weird. You can laugh.
I'm not mocking you, man. I just like it's kind of amazing. I think that's kind of like a Chad move. Like that's what you're afraid of.
Yeah, I'm scared of relationships because growing up, I wasn't the handsomest of kids. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was pretty decent. I give myself a 6.
Almost died twice too. You did? Why is everyone fucking dying all around me and not telling me?
Goodness Christ. Cruiser, are you okay? Wow, 3 times?
What do you mean 3 times? Huh?
No, Ashy, she almost died. She or he, I don't know. Ashy almost died 3
He.
times. Yeah, he almost died 3 times.
Can't believe no one's telling me their tragic backstories. Yep. 2 car related ones when I was a kid. Ugh.
But yeah, I have a lot of stories of how I escaped death.
Huh.
I wouldn't say escaped, more like just got lucky and got laid off. He was like right at my front door, and he's like, "Nah, we're gonna get him later."
Not yet. Said death.
This house looks like shit, and I'm still drawing it.
Keep drawing your ugly house. It's probably gonna be something in the foreground drawing your attention away from it anyway, huh?
Yeah, I'll be drawing that as soon as I get the background part done. I notice, like, in a reverse order, you should get the foreground done, then the background. But I want to get all
Huh?
the tiny details out of the way first. Plus, I could just make a
I
new
think
layer with the
you
foreground.
I think it's the other way around. I think you should get the background done first. That way, like, you know the space that you're placing the characters in.
Plus, it's digital art. You could just use a layer, for the foreground and cover it with that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if this was traditional art, then obviously you would do the foreground first.
A long time ago, I gave my cousin my old gaming laptop so she could use her drawing tablet, and she sold it. She sold her drawing tablet. So I was like, okay, are you at least going to use it for
Aw.
gaming? And I found out later that her brother broke it because I don't want to say the word, but let's just say he was looking up stuff he wasn't supposed to.
Oh, nice.
And my cousin was the one that got in trouble, not her brother. And
Hi.
that's really dumb because he's old enough to know that responsibility. That listen, you're old enough to know that you can damage a computer by doing that. You shouldn't be doing it. But
Yeah.
they, I think the reason why they let it go on his end was because he's also autistic.
Oh.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, there are some bonuses to being autistic, I guess, but still, I mean, if you can comprehend what you're doing, you should know that it's not the right thing you should be doing. Am I making any
Just
sense?
because you're mentally ill doesn't mean that you're free of consequences. Yeah, no, you're still responsible for your actions, even if you have like mental illnesses.
Yeah. Okay,
No, no, no.
that's
You're just responsible for managing your issues. If he like legitimately didn't understand what was wrong with like what he did, then I guess. But if he did, then yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It sucks when you can't even die at your own hands, man. The fact that you almost died several times and it's never been your own fault.
huh? Is that Ashy?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, Ashy. So someone came to me for art advice recently.
Uh-huh.
They wanted to know what my thoughts were on tracing. I told them
What are
so.
your thoughts on tracing?
Huh?
What are your thoughts on tracing?
Well, I told them it's normal for every artist to at least trace once in their life, but don't make it into a habit.
Yeah, that's valid.
Thing is, though, believe it or not, he copied one of my arts,
Oh.
one of my art pieces.
Is that why he was asking? Because he was like, hey, do you mind?
I think he was trying to get away with it. It was for a contest. This was a while back. I think it was before I met you actually. I was in Las Vegas. I was on my old laptop, and I realized I found a contest where people, the winner gets a copy of Pokemon Sun or Moon.
Uh-huh.
I entered the contest, and I got that message when I posted my artwork. And then, literally the day after, I find that he traced it, and he tried to claim it as his own. Luckily, he didn't win the contest, but still, I mean, that's not
Yeah.
cool. I didn't win the contest either. There's a bunch of way better artists than me.
Oh. Gun is the best case scenario. I think best case scenario is not getting murdered.
Have you seen that new Pokemon dance meme going around?
No? What?
You haven't seen it?
No?
Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'll put it in media moonwalk or whatever. I don't know.
Sorry, the cute little theming of the the server. He's a funny little guy.
Ooh, what is? I want to see.
He's inspired by Off and a family friend uh of my like he's a friend of my grandma's named Gonzalo.
Uh huh.
This is just kind of inspired by his art style. He would just draw weird little guys like this.
Oh.
I don't know if I don't think there's any way you could look up any of Gonzalez's art, but you can look up his house. I would look up the Florence mosaic house, like Florence, California. Uh, I think it's the Florence mosaic tile house. You get to see what his house looks like. The
Florist Mosaic 1?
Florence mosaic tile house.
Tile House. I'm Googling that right now.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, apparently his wife did the story is that his wife was into pottery and she would hate it and would give it to him and he would smash it and put it on the walls and then it got out of control and then that house happened.
I would live in that house. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on abstract art?
I think it's cool.
I don't like it.
Depends on what it is.
Well, I mean, lazy abstract art. Have you seen those Instagram videos of
Like,
this guy? Like, he'll get a paint bucket and put holes at the bottom of the paint bucket and make it swing on a rope from the ceiling and like let the paint just splash on the giant canvas.
yeah.
That's not art. That's just being lazy.
I think uh
Although I have no right to say that because I'm a digital artist. Sometimes cheating is part of
n-
our job.
hang on. I hmm. How do I describe this?
What's up?
I don't know, I'm trying to form an opinion here. Uh
I'm don't if you like
I
abstract art,
I
you like abstract art. I'm not gonna judge.
I'm just saying I'm trying to say like I think it's art. I think it has its value. 'Cause people said the same thing about like Picasso, like with Cubism.
True.
I think it's kind of unfair.
Have you heard of that art piece that someone painted, where it's like just a plain giant canvas with only blue, literally only the color blue, nothing else, no figure, no nothing, just blue, and it
If
got sold.
I if I remember correctly, the story behind that one is that person had made that color themselves. And that's
Ah,
what was significant about that blue is that they had like that's like a like specific shade of blue that no one has ever made. And it's the fact that there are like no brush strokes on the canvas is what's like significant about it, if I
makes sense.
remember correctly.
Makes sense.
And like a lot of like modern art is like that, where it has like the backstory is more important than the visual art itself. Um, I would say I generally agree. I generally don't like it. It has its place. It is still art, but just because it's art doesn't mean I have to like it. You know,
Yeah,
I think anyone who dislikes that type of art is valid. Lots of modern art is a joke and set it up with duct tape banana. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the duct tape banana is a perfect example of fucking what was it like Dadaism? Like the whole point of like it's the toilet seat again. You know that one like R mutt like toilet seat? Like it's that again. Fucking you're proving them right once again. Phil Tool's fucked up.
have you seen Smiling Friends?
Yes, I like that show.
Love that show. What do you think of the new season?
I have not seen even the full like first season.
Oh, second season is way better in my opinion. They did a lot good.
Did they?
Yeah. You know that red guy, Alan?
Yes.
He's my favorite
Frida told
character.
me that the yeah, Frida told me that Alan reminds her of me. And I'm like, why?
Did
Why am
you
I Alan?
did you take my piece of cheese? No, seriously, Pinky, did you take my piece of cheese?
No.
Hmm. Then what about the missing paperclip? I counted
I don't
74
know.
last night and now there's only 73.
There's that one art piece of a boulder you can walk under. That's it. A boulder, a rock. I don't know what the backstory behind that one is, but again, the point of those pieces of art is more the backstory behind it than the actual visual art itself. Like that one, like there's one where it's like uh, a big pile of candy, and the idea is that it was the body weight of that person's like partner who like died of AIDS.
Oh,
And what you're supposed to do is the part of the piece is that people who come to the gallery are supposed to take a piece of candy, and it's supposed to be like, yeah, you're eating him. This is me losing my with every piece of him that you guys take, I'm losing him once again.
oof.
Lore art is just boring. No, I agree. That's what I'm trying to say is that like it is art. Like there is an art to it. That doesn't mean it's necessarily good. uh I don't have to like that art. I mean it's if I enjoyed that art more, I would probably be more inclined to make something like that. But the fact that like I'm clearly not. I wanted to add more than just No Name, but honestly, I'm kind of appreciating him, like just vibing. I might add like a couple little guys, but it's my least favorite type of art, honestly. No, yeah, you're valid. I wish I could like can I put like chromatic aberration just on No Name and not on anything else? Whoops. Oh, it did let me do that.
Do you have any favorite background artists?
Background artist.
Yeah. For me, it's Eugene
Um,
Bright. He's an inspiration. I made a tribute to him actually.
there we go. That's what I wanted.
The piggy is still
Gonna get a
there.
little. Yes. Thingy's not going anywhere.
That piggy can go in my sandwich.
No!
Yes.
No, the piggy. Like the fan one. Can't pay or draw the fan instead of just putting a fan on for show. That is a fantastic point. And I haven't thought about that before. What's the piggy's name? Why don't you guys name the piggy?
Eugene.
Eugene. Okay, wait. Let's put this above No Name. That way he's actually interacting with it.
You know what I really like drawing?
Huh.
I like drawing really buff guys with stubby legs. You know, like they look all cartoonish that way.
Yeah.
I just drew him right now. I'm looking at him, and I like him. It's really cool. He was inspired by that one Skullgirls character that sadly didn't make the cut.
Which one?
Panzerfrost. He's basically a giant, freaking huge soldier with tanks on his arms.
Whoa. David likes to draw skipping leg days, Jim Bros.
I do like drawing buff guys though. You don't get okay. You know it's weird. I'm a straight guy. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against homosexuality. I am awful at drawing girls.
What does that have to do with being gay?
I don't know because people call me gay because they're like, oh wow, you don't even know how to draw guys. You must be gay. And I say, no, I'm not gay. I just suck at drawing girls.
There's such a thing as just being not a very good artist. What the hell? That's weird.
I just
People are
suck
so
at drawing
dumb.
girls. I just suck at drawing girls.
People are so fucking dumb.
Yeah, it could be worse. I've had worse.
Anyway, you're great at drawing girls. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I hope my dog didn't eat another squirrel.
Your dog eats squirrels. Is that a problem with them?
Yeah, one time she killed a lizard and we had to get it out of her mouth.
Can't imagine females. That's what this thing's called. Because you can't draw girls obviously means you're.
I had the most badass moment in my entire life when I went to my very first high school party.
Mm.
I saved a girl from being roofied.
You save what?
A girl from being roofied. And that was like one of my most badass, proud moments in my entire life. Although
Whoa.
no one ever praised me for it, and no one believes me to this very day.
I mean, I believe you. What happened?
One of my ex bullies slipped a Mickey in her drink, and when they weren't looking, I swapped the drinks.
Oh, shit.
I do not tolerate rape.
Goat! Goat!
Oh, sorry, I said the word.
No. Goat. Like, as in, like, that was awesome. He said, "You go, David."
Oh,
Every time you try to imagine girls, do you end up imagining buff guys?
okay. Funny story. I like the male anatomy more. Not in a sexual way, but like I just admire the male body more.
Yeah.
I just do. It's not like a sexual attraction or anything. I mean, I
I
just
mean,
like.
I draw mostly women, and I'm not into women. I just have like more fun with like, the hair and like the clothes that like I can put them in.
I like
Like
I
I'm
like
not fucking lesbian.
I like drawing badass poses with guys. And when I draw badass
Yeah.
girls, I just fail because I'm not gonna lie, their boobs get in the way. I am so sorry I said that.
I think I think women are capable of making badass poses. I think you're overthinking it. Or you can just make them smaller. Like not every girl is like a double D titties.
One of my OCs does though, and I want to make badass art of her, but too big.
Watch anime. Anime makes it work. And they give girls fucking H cups.
Oh god, that reminds me of the very first time I ever saw a harem, and I regretted it. And I got flagged as a huge pervert in my family when they caught me watching it.
What was it?
Um, I don't remember the name, but it was. Remember that era of YouTube where, you get watch shows on channels and without a subscription.
Yeah.
Well, it was called um what was it called? Okay, it was about a guy who's like a shitty he has like shitty luck and he ends up being homeless. And then one day he meets a girl that falls from the sky and they seal a contract by kissing each other and they have like supernatural powers and everything. And he runs into more girls who also have supernatural powers and the only way they can unlock their potential is by kissing him. And he ends up getting like an
Fortunately,
army. He
that
ends,
sounds familiar, but I have no idea what that is.
he ends up getting an army of really big-breasted women and one lolly. And they fight evil together, and he gets into a lot of lewd actions with them.
I hate this anime, whatever this is. Like, should my women be short-haired or long-haired? Big boob or small boob? Will they wear lumberjack clothes or? I mean, I think it depends. Okay, so what I was gonna ask you for, dude, is like, personality. I think that's the go-to with like any character is like they should look like the type of person they are.
Uh huh.
You know?
Yeah.
Like short hair or long hair, it matters on does she give enough of a shit about her hair to maintain it, It's a personality question.
No.
So like I'm gonna need like for that character, if you can't give me Google like images, what you could do is you could just give me like a really like as thorough as you can description of like her personality and like backstory. That would be the most helpful. Motionless killer, raised by assassins, never had a childhood. Like that one chick from Samurai Jack.
I love. Wait, which chick? There's a bunch.
Uh, the one he ends up hooking up with. I don't remember her name.
Did I say I'm not into Samurai Jack? Because I have mixed feelings with that show.
I never watched Samurai Jack as a kid, so I never watched the recent show.
The reason why they made Samurai Jack when he was a kid show because they couldn't use blood, so they used robots and oil as a substitute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then a couple years later,
Or like Kill Bill.
Yeah, when a couple years later, when the audience matured, the creator got lucky enough to reboot his series on Adult Swim, and that's when things went good.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was blood, there was swearing, there was. To me, it was like as if my favorite kid characters grew up along with me. It didn't feel forced.
Yeah.
It didn't feel forced. Like what they did with Johnny Bravo. You've seen that Johnny Bravo movie, right?
No.
It's
I
awful.
didn't even know there was one.
It's awful in my opinion. He goes to Bollywood, basically.
Oh, I think I saw someone talking about it.
The animation kind of put me off. It didn't sit well with me. You know what tragic anime really hurt my heart? School Days.
Father wanted sons, got twin daughters. Regardless, trained them to kill you. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
That's cool. What anime? You keep naming this whole time. Every time you talk about an anime, you name something that I've never heard of. Like you really keep like. How do you keep finding such weird, random animes?
I have a lot of spare time before I go to bed. And the reason why I saw this one was because I was hoping it was going to be a wholesome, romantic one, but I regret watching it to the very end, and I had to go to the hospital again.
You gotta go. Oh God!
Want me to spoil it for you, or you want to watch it?
What is it called?
School Days.
Oh fuck! I unfortunately have heard of that one. How the fuck did you stumble upon School Days? I've heard of that one a million times. Like, I would never, like, accidentally watch Schoolgirls. That one has such a reputation. Oh my god, how do you manage that?
I don't know. I didn't know it was bad.
Oh my god. Guys, like, if you haven't heard of School Days, like, if you're an anime fan and, like, you've never heard of School Days, don't watch it. Don't watch it.
It's gonna break your heart.
It's also fucking nasty.
And they do you dirty in the end. And no pun intended.
Never heard of it, never watched it. Well, don't.
Don't watch it. You don't want to watch it. You're gonna hate the main character, and you're gonna hate the main antagonist. You're gonna hate every character in the entire show.
It's just like it's gross. Like it's like it it's like this like yandere love triangle, but it gets like gory.
I have no clue why I still had the faith and watched it anyways. I thought it was gonna bear fruit in the end.
The end, like I think pretty early on, I'd be like, nah.
I have no clue, honestly. I genuinely thought it was gonna have a good ending, and it didn't, and I ended up being depressed. God, I hate that anime. I can't believe I watched it. I could have watched something better, like My Love Story or yeah,
Definitely
Kimi
watching
Todoke.
Higurashi. Like, how did you manage that?
Huh?
That's like accidentally watching Higurashi.
What's Higurashi?
Imagine like it's these kids who like get caught in like Groundhog's Day, like they keep reliving the same day over and over and over again,
Uh-huh.
and then they end up killing each other and like in like increasingly gross ways.
Oh, wow. That's brutal.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, been streaming for 3 hours.
Oh, yeah, I should probably stop too.
All right.
Shit, it's getting late. I really need to stop. I better save this file before I lose it.
That's
Oh, whoa, I have
I
not
agree.
saved this file at all.
You haven't saved one since we've been streaming.
Yeah, I haven't. If my laptop died, I would have been screwed.
Oh, you fool.
For a sketch, it looks pretty decent. I like it.
Yeah. So wait, let me flip over. Let me see. Oh no, that looks beautiful.
I can't wait to start coloring it in, though. That's gonna be a challenge.
Yeah.
I always had a knack for drawing backgrounds pretty well when it came to digital art. Ironically enough, I was good at drawing character art on traditional work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the writer's mad. He didn't know it was a sketch. I'm so sorry. I if I don't add details to the buildings, I'll forget that they're even there. That's why I hate sketching because sometimes when I sketch, I forget what's gonna be in the picture. That's why I always jump to line work most of
Mm-hmm.
the time.
Uh, all
I
right. Bye guys. Thank you for joining David and I today. I
so,
stream tomorrow,
so
same time.
sorry if I offended
Uh
anybody.
you were fine. Uh I stream again tomorrow. Are you gonna join me tomorrow?
I'll try.
Yeah. Only if you wanna.
Okay.
All right. Bye man. Talk to you
Peace.
later. Bye
Peace.
guys.
Good night.
This concludes our podcast day.
Huh?
That's what I say when I end stream. This concludes our broadcast day.
Oh, okay.